Hello!
Hi.
Welcome to Black Bag. Thank you for joining us. We were just talking about the fact that Megan broke the studio sword.
Thanks a lot, Wes.
Yeah. Well, I had nothing else to lead with. So.
The lead. Yeah.
I was trying to swing it. It's a sword. I was trying to swing it, and it snapped.
What did you hit it on?
I didn't hit it on a single thing.
She
Look,
swung it
hold
through
on,
the air,
listen,
and the handle snapped off.
Oh. And then look, it's right here. It's right here.
Let's get some more of that chair noise.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your swing was just too powerful.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kelsey. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take it on.
Classic. That is how your sword gets damaged when your swing is too powerful.
It's
Yeah.
a very Viking thing to
Yeah.
happen.
That's a crit fail.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
Narsil, we will reforge it.
You get out a little lighter. See, that was a good segue. Thank you. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. I wanted to again say we appreciate what you guys did last week during the marathon. It was great. We hit over our goal, which is awesome. Tonight there are several tiers that you can spend money on to make their lives fun. As you can see, we have some. Yeah, what happened to the bandana?
What are you talking about? I've always had this.
Yeah. Okay.
This has always been my
Right.
thing. Just don't keep going. You're
Okay.
doing great.
Just wondering. So, if you did not join us last week, it was a lot of fun. A lot of things happened that I'm going to now have Megan tell us what happened.
What? No, I'm the worst person.
you were
I
getting
was up for
sandbagged left and
36
right.
hours.
But it was
I
your
don't
first game.
I know, and then all these other things happened, and I didn't sleep
You don't
forever.
remember anything?
Yeah, I'm sure I remember some things. It started with...
Nothing? Nothing at all?
Well, I remember that we ate
Randy.
Randy.
But before you ate Randy,
Dunder exploded.
Dunder
Because
exploded
we made
first.
him eat a squid thing.
Yeah.
That was bad. I mean, obviously.
We
it was
just
like
wanted
blue.
to see if
It was like
tasty.
Pop Rocks in the stomach.
Man, I'm not
It
gonna
was
give
bad.
this.
But Pop Rocks that kill you. I mean,
Right. The
Right.
old pop rock and soda.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was kind of dumb, so. I can't really blame him.
So he deserved to explode in a big, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
And then
the town, somebody, that guy, that Jarl guy, who's a real jerk, who was trying to take over our town, obviously. Rollick, that's it.
Rollick.
He came and attacked our current Jarl, who I guess is sort of our current Jarl.
He's not
I don't
not anymore.
He's just been-
He's retired because he's a half goat, half woman,
Yes.
half man.
He's
Ecto-
free
Wel-
house,
welcome
free
to the
house.
game, by the
That's a
way.
good time to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feels
yeah,
like
yeah.
you've hit all your marks.
He
at
called
that
it.
point.
He went ahead and called it at that point.
And then we defended the town very well, and then we were like, we don't want to do this anymore, and we left. Pretty sure that's the way that happened. And
Right.
we got on a boat.
I
and
saved it. It'll be saved for all time.
There you go. We let Froggy do it. And then, we got on a boat and decided to go in circles for a while. And then we went to France. I think that's what
And
happened.
that was pretty good. See, you did remember a lot. So,
You say
Not
that.
necessarily in a chronological order, or this is not working. What the hell?
it's just fun watching you
Just
like,
keep going.
I'm sorry. I thought I had like a bandana in here, but apparently I do not.
as you
fine.
fight with this big piece of
is
like.
Type of
embarrassing.
bandana.
I mean, imagine how I feel.
Last week, what you did was you had it tied around, and then you
Michelle
had
did
a
that.
little.
And
well,
she
see,
had the gall to go and get sick this time.
Yeah, I
so-
know. I know. It's
Who's
terrible.
gonna tie my bandana?
Not you,
Michelle.
obviously. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, and the reason it was so much fun was because all of the tiers got unlocked, and we were able to do a lot of fun things like GM rerolls, which are always fun, and frights and all this stuff. So take a look at the donation levels as we're going through the game, and if you want to affect what we're doing, definitely throw us a donation, and then we can see what happens with the group.
Or just leave us alone. Let us live. Let us just bygones be bygones. And
Let
just
us live. Let us live.
Isn't this where we put in a plea for bumps?
Yes.
Pushes rather.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm good. We got 3 table pushes.
We're good.
And I don't think anything bad's going to happen to us this week, so we're probably fine.
This is Call of Cthulhu. That's nothing bad happens with
like
Cthulhu.
My Little Pony.
He's like a
It's
bunny
My Little
rabbit.
Pony.
Usually nothing bad happens when I'm around. So.
That too. We've got Kelsey, so I
Yeah.
think we're solid. I mean, I think it's just going to be kind of like, I don't know, a cooking show.
Just
or
a
something.
Viking show,
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean, as
Just
long
a
as long as she
straight
has
Viking
an armored van and 3 kill drones,
Right.
nothing bad could
Nothing
possibly
bad
happen.
will happen.
What could go wrong?
The
If you
A-team
have
of the
a van full
Vikings.
of murder drones, nothing can go wrong.
Murder drones, yes. You guys laughed at me for the skiing Vikings, but murder drones we're okay with. That's fine.
Well, I mean, in Shadowrun.
Right.
Sure.
Skiing Vikings in Shadowrun would probably be.
But that might be
Actually,
normal. That might be normal.
Pretty cool too.
I feel like we're getting off
Yeah.
topic.
Totally. So let's start with Nick and just go around and kind of introduce ourselves because obviously Michelle and Ben couldn't be with us today, so we've got.
Jerks.
Hi, folks. I'm Nick. Today I will be playing Bragi, who is the Skald of the village of Stavengard.
Yep.
Oh, I got it right. Cool. I have no idea where I am or how I'm going to intersect with the story, but I guarantee you I will be boisterous.
And I am Megan Caves, and I am playing Birna Sklarsdottir. I haven't said her last name in a really long time. I was like, what the hell's my last name?
Ooh, good. I don't know.
Whew. Yeah, she's a very arrogant but very capable 17-year-old warrior. She's pretty awesome. So.
Which in
Very
Viking terms makes her about middle-aged.
Yeah.
So.
Hi. I guess that was my lead-in. I'm Jordan Caves Callerman. I play Gremir, who is a...
Wait, you're not playing Gremir. Gremir only has one eye.
Right, yeah. Normally, Gremir only has
Just
one
do
eye.
this the whole
which
time.
will be
Popeye it.
notated tonight. Guys, I have this covered. Which will be notated tonight. You will know when I am speaking as Gremir because I will take my left hand and I will place it over my face like so. To hide my shame. No, he has a birth defect and only one working eye. He is a mystic and he is delving deep into forbidden lore, which is probably going to have no ill effects on him and everything's going to be great.
No, again, this is Cthulhu, so.
Right.
Reading books is good.
Right, yeah, you should all go read books. Later.
Ryleth Rainbow. Ryleth Rainbow.
Hey guys, I am Kelsey, and I am playing Gida, a 19-year-old shield maiden from Stavanger.
So this is is this your first time playing Cthulhu ever?
Yeah, I'm super
Cool.
excited.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. Like Jordan was saying before we came on, everything's percentile. So you'll be either rolling. You want to roll below. The lower you get, the better the result. And as we go through, we'll just go over the rules, and it'll be a good way to kind of let them know, kind of reintroduce them to some of the stuff going on. So, all right. So the last time you guys had just gotten away from this village, this French village where your thrall ran away.
Yes, Troy escaped.
Right.
What a jerk.
He's dead to me now.
He's dead to me now. So we're going to fast forward about a couple of weeks, and you guys have been traveling. They're traveling to the Middle East to find this famed city of pillars called Iram. Iram is mentioned in the Quran as kind of a Sodom and Gomorrah kind of place.
Okay.
So, but according to Gremir, it is this...
That's not mixing your metaphors a little bit, isn't it?
Nah, just a little. According to him, it's a place of power from the book that he's read, which has caused no problems at all so far. So you guys have been traveling for about a week, and you're sleeping one night. Every once in a while you'll stop the boat, you'll get off, and you'll sleep on land. And you guys are crashed out. And you hear another boat, land, and a loud, booming voice comes from the boat, like, finally, we've found them. We've been tracking them. And you guys are together. You've been on the hunt. You stopped at the same French town they did, and you got information. That's where you saw his thrall. and you took his thrall back and forced him on the boat and forced him to come with you, because obviously Onfroy was not, supposed to be free.
Right.
So,
Twisted a new rawhide collar around his neck.
yeah, totally. It's really kind of disturbing. So, but you guys hear this and suddenly wake up to the sound of Bragi coming over with a few more men and women from
we
one
found
of the
you.
boats.
What? Oh, Bragi. This is going to be my sword for the evening.
You might lose your eye just from that knife.
No, I'm used to this knife. And this person wielding
Scarlet.
knives.
Bragi.
What are you doing here?
How did you find us?
Oh, your thrall told us where you'd be.
What?
Here. And I'll yank him into view.
I'm really sorry, sir. I didn't mean to
Onfroy.
leave. Yeah.
You should keep better care of your property.
It seemed as though you meant to leave on Friday.
No, it's I was just so excited to smell real food that I just had to run and get
You
some.
ran through the town telling them that we were Vikings and we had come to attack them. That doesn't sound like you just
call
got
this real
excited.
food?
So obviously we've gotten off on the wrong foot, and I'm very sorry.
Just be glad that you are not my thrall.
Yes, I am glad. Now, just so you know, she is a mountain. She is huge. She's like 6'4" and 6'10". She both ways. She's just mammoth.
It's really.
And it's all
gotta
muscle.
Give me a lot of space.
Yeah.
It's all muscle.
Don't think it'd be too much.
6 inches
Wider
wide, 6
than
inches
taller.
tall. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
absolutely.
people are built that way. Okay?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. No,
Don't.
common.
that's
yeah.
fine. It's
She's a dark age truck, basically.
okay.
So,
If there's a line, she'd be backing it.
so he's very nervous and kind of looking at you. What are you going to do? Anything, or are you just going to let it kind of slide?
I'm gonna give him a silent treatment.
Thank you for the silent treatment. He kind of slinks away.
He just thanked me for the silent treatment. That son of a bitch. I'm gonna talk to him all night.
You should keep a better eye on your thrall, Grimnir.
You were there. He just took off running. I didn't think he would do that. I thought we were friends.
Well, maybe you should take a stronger hand with him.
Of course
Or
we're...
chase down your property before it leaves.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be so flippant if you don't want your lungs to be filled with seawater.
Oh, Grimnir, was that a threat? Did you all hear him?
that was great!
Good job, Grimnir! Wow.
Next time, use one that you can back up.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes. You're getting even
You don't
better.
know about that yet. I just glower at everybody.
One eye at a
I've
time.
I've done nothing.
Okay, so...
I've decided I don't like your character.
You're giving me the side eye.
Yes, it's the only kind of eye I can give.
Fair enough.
the side eye.
Actually, I can't see you at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna just hide in your periphery the whole time.
Oh,
Every time you turn your head, you'll never know how close to you I'll be.
How long has Gita been here?
I've literally been here the entire time.
It's true.
Oh, well, that's embarrassing. Hello.
It is a bit embarrassing.
I should go check on Froy.
Is he always this strange?
Yeah.
so are you
Pretty
going
much.
to tie up on Froy or no? How are you going to
not with
restrain him?
ropes.
Not with ropes? How are you-
Tie him up with guilt.
With guilt.
Yeah. I thought we were buddies.
So you're more Catholic than you realized.
Well, he's been teaching me for a while.
Right, okay. Okay, so you guys sleep the rest of the night pretty well. And then you continue. Now, you're heading up over Denmark because it kind of sticks up, and then you're going around the Horn through through all of, Copenhagen isn't there yet, but that's where you're passing by. They didn't build that for another few hundred years.
Probably before we get going, too, I would probably ask them if anything remained of the town or if they knew what had
No,
happened.
they got off on another boat just at the same time you did. They just got separated by the storm. There was this huge attack, and all of these men just stormed the place, and you guys had been in a battle 8 months before, and so you didn't have a lot of people. So they basically pushed you onto the boats, and then you went out to sea, and then tiers started to get opened up, and so a big storm hit because the elder gods wanted it to happen, and you guys were whisked out to sea, and basically you lost sight of them, and then you spent the next, couple of weeks tracking them the best you could, because you guys stop, nightly,
Right.
so they can follow you that way.
And basically, anywhere we stopped, if they didn't scream and run away, we knew that they hadn't been
Right.
this way.
Right.
So we got back on a boat until we found a village that screamed.
It's the two of them and like 10 other people. So
What are those 10 other people's names?
let me see from my list. Amphib,
Leaf.
Adelie,
Amphib.
Glum.
Adelie.
Are you writing?
Yeah. Glum?
Glum.
Got it. Like him.
Orm.
Orm. Okay.
Let's see.
That's a dick.
Alof.
Alof?
Yeah, that's the female version of Olaf.
Is that with an A or an O?
A.
Okay, cool.
A-L-O-F.
I didn't know if it was like a long E.
Gunhild.
Gunhild.
How many am I at?
You're at 6.
Excellent. Scory, which is
Scory.
S-K-O-R-R-I.
Damn, I'm so close.
Newt, which is K-N-U-T.
I'm going to call him
there
Nut. He
an
hates
odd?
that.
Fucking hates it. And he thinks you're a dick.
Yeah.
2 more.
Eid. And, let's see.
And Derek.
Bob.
John. Bob. Thorlog.
Thorlog?
Yes, Thorlog.
No leaf.
Sounds like something Thor would leave. And
I knew a Thorlog
just
back
stop.
home.
I think we all have seen a Thorlog or 2.
This is a serious game.
You're right.
We want to
Absolutely.
keep a certain tone going, and I don't appreciate you breaking the immersion by making a crappy joke.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Wonk, wonk. All right. So now you have your 10 people.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right.
And what are their jobs?
They're all Vikings.
Okay.
That is a job.
Raiding.
Viking.
Rotate that.
Viking.
Butcher, baker,
Vikings.
candlestick maker.
I don't know if they had a lot of Viking candlestick makers. Sure, yeah.
Ah, it came out like an axe again. I hate that.
They are all Vikings.
Vikings.
Good.
There we
Okay.
go.
There's a
When you're
Now
on the
we'll
Viking
know.
ship, you're a Viking.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're a Viking.
Thank you. So, anyways, we're on the way around Denmark.
Yes.
Okay.
The one thing you didn't tell them was who your parents are. You never told Nick.
I mean, maybe I don't want to tell everybody I came out of a portal and was like covered in goo as a baby. Don't worry about it.
That's amazing.
No, I didn't tell you that. That was out of character. In character, out of character.
That's incredible.
No, hold on. It wasn't in character.
And
Out of character.
is an Understatement.
Yeah.
Probably won't mean anything to you,
Doesn't mean
but
anything.
yeah, it's bad. Basically, it's terrible. Bad.
Sounds
Bad guy. Understatement.
Thank you.
incredibly interesting.
It is. It's fun.
It's not. Just gloss over it. It's fine.
I'll research.
Where's Dunder and what's
Randy?
Randy?
They died.
They died.
ah?
I think,
I hope it was in
Dunder might
battle.
still be in the pinch down.
Yeah.
No, Magnus cleaned him out of
Magnus
the
cleaned
pit.
him out of the
The
pinch.
sea is truly a harsh mistress.
At least they died doing what they loved.
Yep.
Screaming in pain.
Yes.
All right. So the next night, you guys, the next couple of nights go fine, and you're making your way around the horn, basically, and you're sleeping. And Brenna, you wake up just out of a really dead sleep. Sit up, you know. And near the water's edge, you see somebody, just like the outline of somebody, standing in the water, and it vaguely looks like Leaf.
Okay. Well, if I can't quite see, I would probably draw my sword.
Okay.
and then get a little closer.
Tiny sword.
Just
You're
Viking
tiny.
sword.
just to
Far
make sure
away.
I remember and maybe fill in, Leaf was the teenager you were training back at the
Yes, I
village
was
a
training him,
long
wasn't
time
I?
ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's my love interest.
Right. The one who you had accidentally stabbed. What's her name? I have it down
Groa.
here somewhere.
Yeah.
Groa was her name, I believe.
She's dead now.
She's dead now.
She sounds
Okay.
like a bitch anyway.
She was. Oh my
She
God.
was. She was a terrible
God.
You
person.
probably knew her. I mean, she was awful. Just a jerk.
All right.
She didn't
So
even-
yeah, he's just standing out there, and he kind of motions to you. And like I said, he's maybe 20 yards away and in the water.
I would probably go closer and say, "Who's there? Leaf?"
Doesn't say anything.
He's still motioning. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not going to be scared of one person in the water. I
Okay.
expect to be able to take them, so I would probably get closer.
All right. So as you get closer, these tentacles start to come out of the side of it, and you see that it's this one of those fish people, but it's got these like I said, several tentacles that are coming out, and it starts running towards you. And it does have the face of Leaf though. So can you make a sand check for me, please?
There are fish people.
Okay.
I made it.
There are always fish people.
Yeah, I never doubted that.
Yeah, never doubt
That's
the
your
fish people.
sanity right there. So you want to roll under that whenever he asks for a sand check, or else you
Okay.
might lose
Just
sanity.
lose my mind.
Yeah.
You lose more sanity than hit points in this game.
Okay.
I rolled a 41 under my 75.
Okay, so you're still going to take 5 points because it is
Oh,
Leaf.
5, wow.
Actually, you're right. 3, sorry. Because 5 points is the threshold.
That's a
So,
lot.
72 down.
but it's mainly because it's Leaf's face and it's freaking you out. Did you get that, Dom? Okay, good.
Great. Thumbs
I
up.
need you guys to come over here and help me out.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Hold on, everybody.
BRB.
So he's running towards me.
You got pretty close.
Right.
So, and that's when kind of like
right.
all the tentacles came out, and he's tried to grab onto you.
Leaf, take a step back. I'm going to hold my.
He opens his mouth, and it's this horrible gargling
Have we
sound.
experienced that? I mean, there's the thing that's happening to Magnus, but we've not necessarily seen like somebody we know turn into.
No.
Okay,
no,
so
you
this
haven't.
is like
this.
a
That's
new
why I'm making you
experience.
take 3 points on it. It's because
So-
it's so personal.
I think I would assume it wasn't Leaf. That would be. I think I would assume that, so I would attack it.
Okay.
I would probably go for the tentacles.
What's your dex?
65.
Okay.
And you've definitely seen other creatures like this and fought other creatures like this. This
Right.
one just happens to be trying to trick you. with
Okay.
tricks.
Right, exactly. I don't think I would think it was Leaf.
Right.
Fight.
All right, so you go
Fine.
first.
Okay.
Now, it's not going to take you guys very long to hear what's going on. Maybe literally a round.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going. So it's got like what, one tentacle on each side, or multiple?
It's got multiple tentacles.
I don't know, unless she calls out crashing sea.
That's true. Thank you. You're right.
I'm going to take my sword at an angle and try to cut right in here and go through
Right.
Demonstrate on us.
the body. Okay, right
Right
through
there.
here.
And all the way
right
through.
All the way
Okay,
through.
I got it.
If you're going to
Thank you.
pretend sleep, make sure you cover your eyes so we know you're in character.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't. That was an out of character joke.
Okay.
That is an extreme success. 12 under 15 for extreme. 75.
He's going to try to dodge.
I don't think he's
Not so much with
Wow!
a 99.
99.
To
Wow.
the blade.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey,
Hey, baby.
I want to be cut.
Pretty much.
So go ahead and do damage.
Okie dokie.
This is when you need other dice other than.
Let's see. I gotta remember my damage. 1d6.
Your damage for your different weapons down there.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
1d6 plus 1 plus 2 or something.
Biting my tongue about
It's 2d6
someone
plus
named
1.
Leaf getting stabbed.
Yeah.
6,
Oh.
9, 10.
10 points. All right. So
Right. This is such a mighty sword, as you can see.
We already established you have a very powerful swing.
It's and,
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
we did.
sword is distant.
So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is actually a lot further away than I am.
It's a perspective thing.
There you go.
That's a
Yeah.
close sword.
That's
See,
a
this
close
is
sword.
closer to you, and this one's
This
further
one's
away,
further away,
and
yeah.
that's why it looks small. It's all science.
Like my hand.
It's just
They did it in
film
Lord of the
drawing.
Rings to make the.
Mirror.
It's an optical illusion because they're actually the blades are the same length.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Okay,
Cool stuff
so
we're doing here on Saving Throw.
you cut through the stomach, right? And it rips open, and the heads of several of your friends from the city fall out into the water, okay? And I need you to make a saving throw for me. I mean, saving throw.
Yeah.
See, you said it. Give me a sand check.
Sand 57 under my 72.
So you're still going to take a 3 because they're people you know. And they start growing tentacles out of their
Oh
heads.
God, why?
And I'd like to thank BSB Care for that fright.
Oh, BSBK, that's
Yay, BSB Care. Thank you
BSB
very
Care.
much.
Thanks, BSB Care.
What did he do?
A
He
fright.
made it gross.
He made it, yeah. He
Can
made
we
a
make
fright.
like
happen.
He does that.
listening checks to see if we hear
That is a
any of
good,
this
yeah,
stuff?
why not? Sure.
Really?
Because that was pretty gross. And even though
She made,
you're
like-
a valiant warrior, you probably would have made some
Some
noise
kind
out
of-
of
oh, yeah.
that.
Even
They're
a
like,
grunt as
"Ah!"
she's swinging.
I'm waiting for her to cut you in some way. Is that doll
not
completely
gonna.
doll?
Yeah, it's dull.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay, I'm pretty good at listening, but I sucked. I sucked.
Do you want to
Wow.
push your listening roll?
I actually do. Actually, that was.
I think I was the closest
So
to
Michelle
stirring.
and I are thinking about
I was
getting
like,
salt and pepper
"Huh?"
shirts.
No, probably not. So I rolled a 97 over my 74, so I am going to spend a push token.
All right.
And I will re-roll that, and hopefully not puncture my eardrum trying to listen. I'm good. I'm great.
Okay.
I listen.
There you
So
go.
yeah,
So
you
good.
hear this horrible sound of ripping flesh and splashing water and screaming.
Okay, so I wake up and I'm looking around, but I don't have great. Yeah.
She's always right next to you for some reason.
Always.
She's right next, like, holy
Always
shit!
on your blind side.
Such a close sleeper. On Freud over there in his corner.
I'm sorry, sir.
Go back to sleep. Why are you awake?
Hoping you'd all
There's
die.
Froggy.
Broggy is snoring and kicking his leg like he's, chasing a rabbit.
He
in
thinks
his
he's
sleep.
running.
Do you have my goat?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And there's Anveep and Adderley and Glum and Orm and Alof and Gunhild and Scory and Newt and Eid and Thorlod. But where's what? Oh, there she is. So it probably takes me like 6 rounds.
Okay.
I gotta like go through and make sure,
Okay.
like see who's making.
So
get your magic
all of
hair.
these,
I
all of
see.
these heads are now trying to climb up your legs.
Oh,
what do you want to do?
Gosh.
Oh, okay.
This is a horrible game.
attacking the
It's really bad.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm attacking the shit out of them. I mean, if they're, I'm basically just a lot of
That's always a good idea.
this
with
sort.
the
I
leg
mean,
sword.
I imagine like if I'm able to get through the heads, I'm starting to collect heads on the sword.
Sure, like a shish kebab.
Yeah.
You're creating the shish kebab.
I am, man. We create so many great
We
things.
really
Yeah.
do.
Vikings.
We invented a hang glider.
Very creative.
Very creative.
Oh, Vikings, the most creative.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that about Vikings.
So,
Shish kebab translates to
They
sword
did-
full of heads.
They did invent the long ship.
yeah,
That's-
so yeah. And they went everywhere.
They did.
So, give me a roll. They have a really low dex, like a 10, because they're
Okay.
basically newborns at this point. So go for it.
I'm rolling for sword.
Yes.
Okay. The 21, so that's a hard success.
Yeah.
Infanticide.
No.
You said they were newborns.
I said like newborns,
Heads.
as in their decks, not actual newborns, you monster.
saying.
Okay, so yeah, you start hitting them.
Okay.
And this thing is gonna attack you now.
Oh, do I need to roll damage for the heads?
No, once you hit them once, that's it. They're
Also like newborns.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fragile, like newborn.
like
heads.
newborns.
Like newborn
They're like,
heads.
I've got like heads on.
Don't take my metaphor too far, okay?
These are too small for heads.
Oh, will
It's
you
only a
hand me
metaphor,
pack
not a
of those?
metaphor.
Oh,
Speaking of
nuts.
skewering heads, you should hand me those fruit snacks over there.
All right, so it's gonna try to wrap its tentacle around your throat and throw you in deeper water.
You can try. That's what Fiona says.
Oh, Jesus. 93, no!
Yeah, the laughing word.
The tentacle caresses you.
Yes, I like you. Get out of here!
That's super disturbing, so roll sanity. for
What
that.
product do you put in your hair?
Seawater.
Seawater.
That defiant
And
cackle.
blood.
Oh, it's Birna. She's in trouble. Everyone, wake up.
What?
Birna's cackling at something in the water.
That means she's in trouble.
That means battle's afoot.
So you guys wake up. Now I need, what's your dex?
My dex is 72.
Okay, so you're pretty fast.
80.
80. You're really fast. All right.
How fast are you?
35.
Ooh.
There's something going on over
No wonder it
there.
took you so long to figure out what was going on.
I'm super smart.
So, Bragi, you're first, and we'll have this start the new round then.
Okay. Can I see what's going on? I mean, that Birna's under attack?
Yeah, you can see all these weird things trying to climb up her legs. They look like heads with.
Okay. But then
Little
there's a big,
things and-
there's a
That's
big
what they
one
look
that's
like to us from a distance. They
Like
don't,
little-
We don't go like, oh, that's an octopus. We go, that looks like a head with squid
It
legs.
looks like a.
I'm sure we see, like,
thing. It doesn't look
beards
like
and,
an
like-
octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, when you get closer, there'll be sand checks, of
When you
course.
get closer, it looks like an octopus.
Right, but from a distance.
Yeah.
We're like, those look
Oh,
like
those
heads.
were just
That can't be
octopus.
right.
You guys just woke up. They look like heads.
Sure.
Let's be honest. So go ahead.
I'm going to throw one of my spears at the
Big guy?
big guy.
Okay. All right.
Spear.
Oh wow. Yeah, you hit.
Right.
That's
in the
definitely a hard, but
eyeball.
not an
13.
I would have to like roll some ridiculous. Yeah, no, you got
But I
it.
mean, still low.
It was. You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then 100 is a critical fail, and a 1 is a critical success.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought a 99 wasn't a range, or is it just the?
The 99 is in the range as well. Yeah.
8 points of damage.
Okay. Cool. And that's the big guy, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
He's still up?
Blood comes out of his mouth, and he kind of stumbles back, and he's got this spear in his shoulder. And
See, we're awake, Broggy.
Yes, and I see you're in battle, Birna.
Yes.
so it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna let out a crazy battle cry
Okay.
and run past you and say, back to the depths with you, beast! And I'm going to try to shield bash him away from
Okay.
her.
So as you're running into the water, you get the full picture of what's going on. And
Oh!
wow, that spear really damaged him. I'm sure he'll be dead soon. So give me a sand check real quick. You're just
All right.
rolling against your sand, and you want to
I'm
be
super
under.
sane already, so look, I did it.
You did
Okay,
it.
cool. So you're still going to take 3 points because these you recognize your friends from the village. But now you get to attack.
Okay. Not the most powerful attack, but
Hey, an
I
attack
still-
is an attack.
cinematically, I like it. Okay. So now I roll to hit, right?
Right,
Okay.
with your sword skill. So 6. Wow.
Nice.
So unless I critically, like I get an 01, you hit. Not so much.
You did not.
99?
69.
69.
Oh, I was like, how do you keep doing that?
Hey,
Yeah.
just don't question it. Be happy for it.
Oh, no, I am. I just thought you'd rolled 99 twice.
You know, I really need re-rolls. I think that's what the dice are telling me. Re-rolls, please, people. So go ahead and do damage.
Okay, so I mean, I was
So-
just doing my shield bash, which
Right.
is not a lot of damage, but
So it's what, 1d?
1d3.
So there you go. Just roll a d6 and we'll split it now. So
2.
okay, cool. So you slam into it, and it falls back into the water, and it doesn't seem to be getting up. The tide starts to, slowly start to drag at it, and the creatures that are climbing up you are trying to get to your neck, and you can just kind of hit them away though.
Oh, I do a lot of like pulling them off and stepping on them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're
yeah, that's important.
cracking
Way to be
heads.
sure.
Yeah.
There's only
Knocking
one.
them together.
Oh,
You know.
absolutely.
Very, very like
Throw one up and
Yeah,
another one
the
right at it.
Stooges.
Take one like this and my sword.
All the things you've ever wanted to do
Yeah.
with heads.
Yeah.
She's doing them now.
Baseball and, knocking
yeah.
it back into the
We
ocean.
We
invented
invented
that.
baseball.
Yeah, for sure throwing it and then kicking it.
Yeah,
yeah.
love that.
Because we also invented soccer.
Football. We called it football.
Yeah.
Both kinds.
Wasn't it Foothead?
Foothead. That's what it was.
Foothead. Okay, so you kill everything, and it slowly gets sucked back out in the sea.
I'm coming.
Grimur, go
Oh.
back to bed. We did it. We did it. It's fine.
What happened?
The Draugr has been defeated.
Yes, they seem to.
More fishmen.
Apparently, there was one, and then he had heads in his belly. It was worse, really.
Heads
than
of your
I
friends from one of the boats.
Yes. Whoa, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I suppose from one of the boats.
Wait, heads of people that are unaccounted for?
Well, it
Not the heads of
looked-
Anviv or Aunt Adelie or Gloom or Orm or
Goddamn
Alof
you.
or Gunhild or Scory or Newt or Eid or Thorlog, right?
I didn't see any of those heads.
Okay.
They're
We're all over
behind
here.
you. Yep. Okay.
Oh, good.
Obviously, Grimur. No, it seemed to be others that are not here. But I imagine it was just the monster playing a trick on us. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we know that these creatures from the from the plane of hell are often tricky and appear as other things.
How is it that they're finding us? How are they following
Well, that
us?
I don't know. Did they follow you all? We haven't run into them other than Magnus, I suppose.
That's what we've seen.
Can I make a knowledge occult roll to
Yeah,
see if there's any way
absolutely.
they might be following us?
And you have a cult as
do that
well,
as
so
well?
if you wanted to.
I rolled a 43 under my 88.
7, yeah. So both of you, they're
an
tracking
extreme,
like,
right?
yeah, that's an extreme. So they're tracking your boat. Whatever the thing is from that seal, you've been attacked by them so many times at this point that these things seem to be following you now.
So they're tracking the boat, or they're
The
tracking
boats.
us?
If you had to guess, it's probably the boats.
So we could just have
so-
Magnus build a new boat.
Yes, well, Magnus doesn't have time to write a new ship.
He does it quickly, doesn't he?
Perhaps we could just
Not that quickly.
Come on.
find one. But I believe if we get rid of the...
What about your thrall? Does he know of any boats we could take?
I'm not going to ask him.
Grimur, he's your thrall. Just go and ask him.
Someone else ask him. He knows he's in...
Onfroy.
I would be happy to ask.
Oh, go right ahead. Since Grimur can't step up and do it himself, I thought you were becoming Viking.
He is being punished and I'm not speaking to him.
That is not how you punish a thrall.
That is how my mother punished my father.
Oh,
That doesn't sound like much of a punishment.
exactly.
This is true. Let's see. I've got some kind of something.
Probably
was it?
charm or
Charm?
persuasion or intimidation.
Do you want me to talk to him, Grimur?
So that's a 54
Hold on.
if you want to
Let's give- let's
I will
give
try to
Gita a chance.
persuade him.
Okay.
Or charm? Charm makes
Either
more
way.
sense.
Or
What makes more
intimidate,
sense?
whatever you want to do.
I don't want to intimidate him. I want to try to win him over to my side.
Don't be too nice to him.
I'm gonna be so nice to him.
Oh, he's in trouble.
And he's gonna like me more than he likes you.
Well, that's probably
is
true
funny.
since he just ran away. So.
All right.
Would you guys just persuade me already? Oh, no.
You know what? You got sassy, and it just ruined it for me.
He really likes it when people invade his personal space.
Oh, I'm
and
good at that.
And breathe directly into his eyes. He
Okay.
likes that, so do that.
I'll do that next time. Thank you.
Okay, so that didn't go well.
I walked over to him and then just like
Yeah,
I don't know. I like
he
spit
just
on
shut
him
down.
on accident.
Yeah.
And he just was like, I don't know you.
I'm just afraid.
And it was like stranger danger, and I was covered in like monster blood. And I was like, this was a bad idea.
See, Vikings, we've now created stranger danger in the 826 AD. Yay!
See,
Way
Grimur,
early.
he doesn't answer to the rest of us.
What do you want me to ask him?
We need a boat, unless you want these things to come and eat you in your
Fine.
sleep.
Fine. Onfroy,
Yes.
we need new boats. And everyone wants to know if you know where we could get new boats. And I don't want to know, but everyone else wants to know if you know.
I didn't think you were speaking to me.
I'm not. I'm here as an emissary of the rest of the group. I'm here on behalf of Anvib and Athalie and Gloom and Orm and Alof and Gunhild and Scory and Newt and Eden Thorlog and Bragi and Birna and Geed, but not me. So do you know where there are any boats nearby where we could go for new boats?
Are they tracking all of the boats or just yours?
Nope, I do not.
That's a good question.
Are they tracking all of the boats or just our? Because our boat's the only one that's been around that seal so much.
And there's only like, what,
Xanar
2 of you left on
Faith gives you guys 3 pushes.
Oh,
Is it our faith?
Huzzah!
Xanar Faith.
Xenar Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I thought you said something else. I'm sorry. 3 more pushes.
Did you think
Yay!
perhaps I had said Anvib or Adelie?
Don't do it.
Glum.
Yeah, but is it our boat specifically?
Yeah, is it both boats?
We all just pile onto their boat?
Well, you figure it's probably the 4 boats that left at the same time.
Ah.
So.
Okay.
Well, do you know of any ports or seaside towns near here?
I think we might be close to one, but sir, I've been stuck in Stavangard for. Do we? Is there a plug for this? Because it's got like 20%.
It was up here.
It'll last. It'll be fine. Okay, cool. Sir, I mean, we can go along the coast tomorrow and hopefully run into somebody that can help us.
Fine.
Just trying to help you, sir.
Thank you, Onfroy. That will be all.
Sir, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I
Onfroy.
was just-
Onfroy. Follow simple instructions.
Yes, sir.
Onfroy has floated the brilliant suggestion that we just follow the coast and hope we come upon a coastal town
No reason to be
to get
sarcastic.
a boat from.
Well, many towns are built on the coast. This is.
Right. No, I know. That's why I don't know why he thought we didn't know that.
Oh.
But that's Onfroy's idea.
Sir, there's no reason to be
That's
so
not a bad
sarcastic.
idea, Onfroy.
This is
Thank
like the
you.
last year of my marriage to Yaga.
Don't be nice to him. He's in trouble.
And I forgive you for spitting on me so many times in 1 minute.
I'm very sorry. I
It's
was
okay.
still frothing at the mouth
It's
from
all right.
battle.
It's okay.
You should know that by now, Onfroy. That's what battle does to us.
I know.
It's a good battle.
Yeah, I don't even battle, and I know about battle froth.
Paddle frog.
Yeah, that's what
Gross.
it's apparently called.
Paddle frog.
So perhaps we should try and get what rest we can, and then in the morning we can follow the coast and hope we come upon a coastal town.
We should
You know,
also,
I was just trying to help you.
Onfroy, go to sleep.
Sorry, sir.
we should also send these boats out into the water and maybe they'll go off following
Or
them
burn
elsewhere.
them.
Or burn them. But if we could
Should-
send them off a different direction, that
Should
might
we
be good.
not wait until we find new boats to burn our boats?
Well, we have Magnus. He can always build us new ones, even if we have to wait for it. We're in no hurry anywhere, are we?
We have to find food and shelter and supplies to build the
Don't
boats.
worry.
Are
Newt
you not
speaks
able
up.
to sustain
Um,
yourself
guys,
in the wild?
Guys,
No.
Who is
Newt
speaking?
Newt
Okay.
speaks up and says,
Oh, Newt.
I
He always
hate
has
to-
good things to say.
I hate to say
Unlike
this but winter is not far away and the storms are getting worse.
Would you say it's approaching?
I'm saying it's getting near. I wouldn't say anything else that would be a copyright infringement.
Okay.
So
The solstice is approaching.
the solstice is approaching.
Yes, well, I am.
Winter. Here it is, y'all.
Well, we are not afraid of winter. It's
But
much
I'm saying that
warmer
it's
here.
hard
is
to
what furs
make
are for.
boats in the winter when we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Magnus could do it, right? Magnus. Where? I don't know where Magnus was.
Yeah, whatever that sound he makes.
I don't know. He always does like a.
He's not pictured right now.
Is there a way, could we make an occult
I'll
check
scroll
to
it
see
off
if
this
there's a way
paper.
we could cleanse one of the boats?
That's a good question. Yeah, give me a roll. Nice.
I got a 20. Where would my occult? Out of 46. So that's a difficult.
Awesome. Okay, so you start looking at the boat, which is pretty far
I
up
just
on
wander away
shore.
while everyone's
Yeah,
still
you're
talking.
looking at the boat while they're all arguing. Newt's trying to do it. You know, Newt's trying to give some ideas, and you're looking at the boat, and you're like, how are they following these 4 boats? And you realize that there's probably some kind of, they've marked the bottom of the boat. So anytime that you pass by one of their little enclaves underneath the water and they see this marking, they attack the boat.
Do I think it can be removed? Much like a barnacle?
It might be able to. It's probably carved into the wood somehow if there's some way to kind of obscure it or whatever.
Maybe.
Do we have sandpaper?
No, but if you wanted to create it by getting some paper and
Hold on.
glue.
I'm having another idea.
Just use
Mango was easy.
use-
Inventing the candy gram,
Yeah,
that was hard.
some of Magnus's goo on paper. That would be like glue.
I could just use a this dried piece of coral. It's bristly and scratchy.
Do you want to let the rest of them know, or do you want to? Okay. Because it's the middle of the night and it's very dark, so you're not totally sure.
Yeah. It's not like glowing or something like that, to where I'm like, oh, look.
Right? No. If
Well,
it's on
there's your
there,
problem.
it's underneath the water at that point, so you couldn't
Boat
see
glow.
it. You got boat glow.
Common problem.
Thank you.
I believe they've marked the boats. There seems to be some sort of rune or carving. It's difficult to tell with the light so low, but I believe that's why they're able to track us and why they're attacking so quickly.
That makes a lot of sense. Maybe we should just rest, and then in the morning we can investigate beneath the boats and see to what extent, if any, they've been marked, and see if we can obscure that in some way.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Good thinking.
Yes. Good job.
Why, thank you.
We should hang out more.
I'll be sure to hang by.
Okay.
Yes, he will need the protection.
Literally 6 inches from your face at all times.
Yeah. Accurate.
No depth perception.
So you really don't know if it's 6 inches or not.
I have no way of knowing.
No, not at all.
It's like I can't keep track of how big Birna's sword is. Sometimes it seems very small,
It's real far away.
but sometimes it seems also very large
Yes.
too. I can't. It's confusing.
Same sword. That was the same sword.
They look exactly the same.
same.
So you guys are woken up by the sound of another boat landing not too far away, and it's a much bigger craft, much longer than you guys are used to seeing. But you recognize the markings.
Extra longboat.
Magnus had made these really fast boats that were a little bit smaller to go quicker between the Shetland Islands and your city.
They had an underneath you could crawl.
It was called a pinch. It was a whole thing.
We stored the beer there.
We created
The ale.
the expression in a pinch.
We did.
We do a lot of things.
Those
that
Vikings.
we did. Those Vikings.
John, yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
That was what we did. We did that.
And that's where we get the phrase, in a pinch.
That's correct.
Exactly. So this boat lands, and its markings look like it's a Rus Viking ship, like from the Russian side of, you guys have gone around Denmark, so now you're in that whole area where there's more, the Russian part of the equation for the Vikings. And he lands and kind of gets off the captain gets off, and his men are staying on the boat, and he goes, are you guys and he's speaking in a really broken dialect, but I think he's guessing that you guys are from the other side of the coast. It was, are you in trouble or anything, or is there problems?
Oh no.
We saw you and we were wondering if you were having issues.
How would this is essentially just another town, so
Well, no, you're not in a town. You're in a campsite. You're in your own
right.
campsite.
But they are, everything's broken. I know they're broken into larger groups, but towns have a jarl and
Yeah,
neighboring
yeah,
jarls.
yeah.
So it's sort of like towns are governed separately.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
you might have a group of towns that has one jarl.
Okay. So this would be sort of like interacting with a different country.
Kind of, yeah. But this is a captain on a boat, not a jarl. So he's not going to be. He's more just like, hey, there's a couple of boats here, or just kind of talking with you guys, and How are you? Are you going to raids?
We are. We had stopped. We got a little lost in the storm, and we had stopped here to camp.
See if they want to trade boats.
That's fucked up. Anyway,
That is fucked
We
up.
don't have a
pretty
lot
weird.
of time.
But
do you want to trade boats?
what is it that you are out for? Are you raiding as
Well,
well?
we're coming back from the south.
Oh.
We went down into the Arab lands and did some trading. Do you have food and provisions? You look like you've been through a lot.
We have actually. We did lose quite a bit. I mean, if you have some to spare, we
Absolutely. We'd be glad to help you.
wonderful.
Do you have any keel planks? Any spare keel planks? One of
Yes,
our
yes, we
ships has
do.
taken some damage, and we'd like to replace the plank.
Yes, we have some. We definitely do.
Excellent.
What damage? We can help you pull the boats out of the water, and we can help you fix them.
We're not sure. We actually need to take a look at under the boat and see what it is.
Have you been marked?
What do you mean marked?
Marked by the creatures in the seas around here.
Wait, you have seen creatures?
Yes, I've fought them many times. They're terrible.
Well, we were attacked by creatures, so then I suppose yes.
Yes, we were suspecting that maybe we were marked. And
So he has his men get out of the boat, and they pull your ships onto the shore so that they can kind of turn them over. And sure enough, there's this large, looks like magical writing on the bottom. And he's like, well, we're going to have to replace these 3 things. And he says, if you put this, bunch of herbs in like a little sack in the bottom of the boat, the smell can sometimes keep them away. They don't like this smell.
really,
That's what I've learned.
What else do you know
interesting.
about these creatures?
I'm not sure where they're from. I try to just avoid their waters as much. If you get out into the deeper waters, that's where you'll run into them. So I try to stick close to the shore as much as possible.
Have they come into your home and attacked your village?
No, have they done that to you?
They have. They have.
That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, so they start working. You guys get together and you pull off these planks and put the new planks on and
Can you tell me more about these herbs that will help keep them away?
Yes, yes,
I'd like to hunt for them myself as well.
Well, he sends one of his men out with you guys to go looking, and it's like just basic stuff that's in the area that you ground up and kind of make this weird concoction of, and then you put. It's almost like potpourri packets
I was
almost.
thinking pesto, but yeah.
Yeah, pesto.
That makes more sense.
But you put them throughout the bottom of your boat, and when they get close to the boat, they
So
sense
it's
it.
more like bitter herbs. and
Yeah, stuff like that.
So we put them in the pinch.
astringent.
We
Yeah.
throw in a pinch.
You throw them in the pinch.
Just a pinch.
Those
Just a
should,
pinch,
just
yeah.
a
Yeah,
little bit
just a pinch in there.
No, hey, that's great. A pinch could also be like a small, like when you, just a small amount of something.
Oh, it goes in like a little bag.
Good. Yes,
Very clever.
I'm gonna
Yes.
write that down when we get back.
Put that in your notes.
So
Remind me I invented that.
this guy is super helpful. He
A little too.
I was just thinking that. We don't meet helpful people.
well
Like a helpful world.
well. It's because the elder gods were nice enough to hit the first tier. So you got
Elder
help.
gods were nice?
Yep, that was a helpful one.
Must be part of a bigger plan.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
they're
right.
So-
going somewhere with
They're
this.
like,
They
get 'em back
now
on
are you guys
water.
only gonna take one boat because you can all fit
Yeah.
on one boat?
Yeah,
I don't think we would
that
take
makes more
two.
sense.
Unless you think we need it. Grimur, do you know more about where we are going?
I mean, would we not take 2 boats if we?
It's up
could?
to you.
Because
You
we
can.
have there's the 4 of us before these 12 people showed up.
Right.
So like we could.
You could do
split-
6-6. Yeah.
I imagine we would split. Like, why not have the other boat,
Sure,
right?
sure.
Like,
More room for plunder and treasure.
True.
and an extra boat just in case something happens to one of the boats.
Some Yes. Sometimes you think more like a Viking than I expect,
Well,
Grimur.
historically, we don't have great luck with hanging onto our boats, so.
That's what Magnus is for, right, Magnus?
Did you guys hear the horrible sucking sound in the
Don't
woods?
mind that. Don't mind that.
He's having
Being taken care of.
intestinal distress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sad.
Ben's character's really
Our
gross.
shipwright is fantastic, but he has a bit of a rumbly tummy, if you understand.
Rumbly tumbly. Okay. So
That's it.
you guys, you spend the day. This guy's name's Killick, which is Cilik, and his crew, which I'm not going to name all of them. So shut up.
Aww.
Russian Viking.
Russian Viking, Rus Viking.
Give.
He's, he gives you guys new food. He helps you fix your boat, and he gives you kind of he goes, this is a crude map, but if you're looking to go south, here are the lakes and waterways you can take to get, further into the area that we were in. So,
That will be excellent help for us.
Thank
So
you.
very helpful. Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
if we ever cross paths again, we'll be sure to act in kind and help you all if we can.
thank you. So that's a full day of help. Is there any other questions you have before they head out?
Well, in your travels in the south, did you ever hear of a place? Is this a secret, by the way? Before I go,
Is it secret? Is it safe?
It's a place we're looking for. So
Is it?
in your travels in the south, have you come across or heard of anything about a city, a place called the City of Pillars?
No, I have not. What is this place?
Iram also is its name.
No, I'm sorry, I have not.
It doesn't scan. City of Pillars is much more majestic.
Well, but I don't know. He might have heard of it by another.
Unfortunately, I have not.
Well,
My creepy new friend.
You are.
Well,
You are kind
kind of rude to just point it out like that, though.
I don't think you're creepy, sir.
We
Sure.
are Viking. It's Viking, yeah.
Shut up,
Well.
Croy.
that is fine. That's fine. It is just a passing fancy that we had heard of, and the many splendors that were told to be within.
Yes, it sounded like a fine place to raid.
Do you guys, well, be careful. You may want to do more trading with them than raiding.
Why is that?
Well, they have strong armies and are better equipped than a lot of the Saxons that you run into to the east. And they're better organized. So you may want to take a different tack. Do any of you know their tongue? Do you know how to speak Arabic?
Grimur.
I do not know Arabic. Do they speak French?
You might actually run into some that do, but it will take you...
Or English?
English, yeah. That might not happen, just because they haven't, they've spread through the south to Spain, or whatever Spain is now.
Iberia.
Yeah. But they would not know that tongue yet, this far to the east.
Have you had any trouble communicating with them? Or do you have one among you who speaks their tongue?
We have those that speak their tongue. If you would like, I could see if he wanted to travel with you for some of your gain.
Well, I mean, if you have someone to spare, it may be a while before
Well,
we
I can
return.
ask him if he wants to go or not.
Of course. If not, perhaps he could just teach us a few phrases, enough to let them know that we're there to trade.
I'm a very
Sure.
quick study.
Okay.
He is.
You are, sir.
Shut up, Aunt Freud.
Let's do like I guess a luck roll. Broggy, give me a luck roll.
All right.
Is that Oh, she doesn't have a luck.
She should.
55, I feel like, is pretty.
Yeah, I had you at like 55, so go ahead and
Just circle the 55.
yeah.
Yes.
62.
Yay.
By 3 points.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
let me pick a name here. Harap, it's HRAPP, will go with you. So now you have 13 people.
We could give him Orm.
Yeah, do you want to trade a person?
Grill.
I don't know. I don't feel qualified to make tactical decisions.
I can do that. I mean, if anyone, I mean, would you seem to have quite a full crew.
Yeah, we don't really need anyone. Is there anybody that would want to leave your... And no one seems like anxious to...
To be honest, I think we will need every hand we have.
I understand. Well, good luck with your voyage.
Where is it that you hail from?
He tells you that he hails from a place called Kivka.
Kivka?
Mm-hmm.
I assume it's on the map he gave us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, now you guys have a translator, new food, and your boats are no longer marked.
Thanks
So,
for coming up us.
Coming up Hillgrid.
I have a sudden craving for salted meat. Does anyone else need some?
salted meat.
Of course, salted meat. Do you have goat?
No, merely beef.
Beth.
Beth.
Everyone loves Beth. Buff.
You tell it in the French.
Bouf. Le bouf.
Le bouf.
Sir, I would like some meat.
Shut up, Enfroy.
Poor Onfroy.
Yeah, I know. Poor on
Salted
Freud.
meat.
He tried to run away.
That's a dick.
Yeah. he loves slave life.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like slave life? Come on, thralls. Come on.
Right.
All right, so
Slave life.
Vikings
also
invented stand-up comedy.
L-I-F-E.
okay, so you guys sleep another night here at this campsite before you head out, and because they removed the markings on your boat, the next few weeks of travel go by fine.
I think we probably make it a regular
check.
Right, a regular part of our rotation to pull the boats out, check and see if they've been remarked or anything.
Right. You don't seem to run into any of that problem as you're making your way around. Okay, so you guys come down and you're finally making it into the river areas. And you've been studying your book for pretty much this entire time to get more clues. Can you give me a roll against your Cthulhu mythos?
But of course. I got a 55 over my 38.
Okay, so the couple of weeks that you've been studying it, you've only been able to kind of pick out some small stuff. The author is talking about him and his friend looking for the City of Pillars. And let's see, let me open this up. And he talks about this story about Abdul missing from the campsite, and he wakes up and he can't find him anywhere. And he walks over and he just sees these tracks going into the desert. And so he follows the tracks and he sees that there is a sand dune, and on top of the sand dune is Abdul with his back faced towards his companion. And he's looking up at this crescent moon that's hanging low in the sky. And the stars look odd. They've kind of illuminated the night sky in this strange way. And as the narrator gets closer, because he never names himself in the book, he hears sobbing, this crying coming from Abdul. Abdul has shown himself in the book many times to be quite insane, like has lost all connection to reality. And the narrator gets close and he says, Master, why are you crying? What's wrong? And he says, as he's looking up at this weird, sky that's above them, he says, there's only two things that matter: power and immortality. Doesn't matter if you only have immortality and no power, no one will know who you are and no one will care. If all you have is power, you'll die and be forgotten. He goes through, nothing we do matters. Nothing. You're going to die, and then you're going to disappear, and no one will remember you because humans are a speck. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve the power and the immortality before it's too late. And that's, you kind of get this overwhelming sense of despair and, for a lack of a better term, because it's not, obviously it hasn't, there hasn't been Nietzsche yet, but nihilism, like just these, human race does not matter at all. Like nothing you do matters. And that's why he's looking for the city of pillars.
I stand up and stretch my legs for a bit.
Sir, can I help you?
This book is depressing.
I'm really sorry I ran away, sir.
Onfroy, you're supposed to stay on your end of the boat, and I can't help but notice that you're on my end of the boat.
Sir, I'm 6 feet away from you.
Onfroy?
He's been here the whole time.
It's
The whole time I've been reading?
Yes, I also have been here the whole time.
It's a small boat, sir.
Don't you have things to do on the boat?
Oh yes, I've been doing them. Sharpening my sword, cleaning my shield.
Onfroy, do your boat things.
You never gave me boat things.
Well, I'm not the only one who is not. Listen to me.
I'm your thrall.
Birna,
What?
give Onfroy some boat things to do.
Boat things.
Why? He's your thrall.
We don't command your thrall.
I am not
Grimur.
speaking to him. I give you permission to tell my thrall, who I am not speaking to, which boat things
Sir,
he
how
needs
long
to do.
does this have to go on?
Okay, Android, go and catch some fish.
Like you did with Dunder? Or okay, I'm going to go catch fish.
What did that mean?
I don't know. He's being a stupid thrall.
Well, if he
Glee
continues
Vikings!
to be a stupid thrall, we might have to do something about him.
Like really actually ignore him?
Yes,
Instead
that's
of
what I
like
mean,
just sort of
Grimur.
tangentially talking to him in a way like just full on cut him off.
Does he not know how discipline works?
I don't know. It seems that way.
Grimur,
Yes, Bragi.
perhaps you should treat Onfroy the way your father treated you
Before he became a goat person.
But
before he became a disturbing
I don't think
goat woman.
Maybe with a harder hand. I feel like your father just sort of ignored and belittled you.
That makes sense.
Right, yes.
Well, I don't know that I could come up with colorful insults like father could. Onfroy?
Perhaps
sir?
you should recycle the ones that your father used.
Okay, Onfroy?
Yes, sir?
You are a disabled disappointment. I wish your mother had never adopted you. Also,
It's very specific. Grimur.
you,
very
you
specific.
smell of urine.
Better.
Okay.
But sir, we all smell of urine.
This
He has a
well,
point.
This is why it's difficult. Every time you try and do that, he just makes some sort of rational statement and just kind of just undercuts you. So
Then you cuff him across the face and he'll learn to keep his mouth shut.
somehow, I very much doubt if I cuffed him across the face, he would learn any. Onfroy, you are supposed to be fishing.
I was, sir.
Go
you asked me a
fish.
question. Yes,
Get
sir.
to your side of the boat. We are
Yes.
having a private conversation.
I
The
would-
boat's only like so big, sir.
Onfroy.
it's
I'm
long,
sorry.
not wide.
Yes, well then you had better get to as far to your side as you can then.
So at this point, Onfroy is turned into Alan, who is 10, right? But sir, I am doing it.
I would like to see you slap on Roy across the face.
I don't want to slap on Froy.
I know.
One of these days, I think it will happen.
I will be there that day.
I am not going to slap on Froy.
you ever-
And that is final.
Want me to train you, Green?
And then we star wipe too.
An incredibly slow one. It's like 6 seconds of star wipe.
Oh man, that's awkward.
All right, so yes, the sense you get from the book in this particular passage is that, for you in particular, is that the human race in general, to these things that you've been experiencing, these creatures under the sea and the monsters in the city and everything else, they're incredibly long-lived, if not immortal themselves, and you don't mean anything to them at all. So they're completely alien, and so the only way to impress upon them is by becoming more powerful through magic and learning some way to make your life, immortal.
Okay. I share none of this.
Cool.
They won't know how to look cool in front of fish people. Like, that's going to be my secret.
That's going to be my secret. So you guys get to this small like fort. It's like a small town though. It's not like the French villages that are, sort of have like a little bit of security. This place is on the water, one of the waterways. It's got a pretty big fortification and a dock and the whole 9 yards. And you see a lot of different types of people from all around there, trading and everything else. So you kind of have to wait your turn to be able to dock your boats. What exactly are you looking to talk to anybody, or what's the plan? Everyone's kind of looking at you because you were the one that suggested to go on this little mission.
Well, we could also ask our friend, whatever.
Harap.
What
Okay.
I assume he's been to this.
It's like, yes, this is one of the ports that we stop at. I can speak to them, but what in particular do you want me to ask?
Well, we should try and reprovision and then just see if anyone has heard of this city,
Okay.
either by the name City of Pillars or Iran.
Around. Okay. Everybody make me a luck roll.
95.
I got a 9 under my
Okay.
65.
I got exactly 55.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
54 under 65.
Awesome. So you are literally the
Everyone's great,
unluckiest
that's
person. So you guys
He's
walk
still in a
around.
funk because nothing matters and everything is shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rest from the book.
basically.
I'm smoking now.
Cloves.
Close. Yeah. And 2 in each hand. I'll die quicker. Blood lung. So
Somehow got these black clunky boots with all kinds of buckles on them.
I found them in the pinch.
Oh, don't wear those.
Just
don't
comb
wear
your
those.
hair over your.
actually,
Those might be dunders.
That's oh. Oh, I should take these off.
yeah, you don't want to walk in
It's bad luck to wear a dead man's boots.
dead man's boots. Or, no,
Oh.
that's dead man's party. So you guys are walking around and you're like talking to the merchants and stuff, and you three figure you'll go deeper into the fortification, into the town, and you find a fortune teller kind of guy, like someone that deals in telling, whether or not what's the best path to take, like a mystic almost.
Neurologist.
Yeah, kind of alchemist of some sort or whatever. And he says, you're talking through your interpreter.
Wait, I'm not there?
No, you got a 95. You're with the merchants. You're completely
Just like
Yeah.
playing charades?
yeah. You're talking and
City.
they disappear.
Killers.
We were
On
all-
Troy is
we
there.
were all on your left, and we all
All
went
just
this
left, yeah.
direction.
Hurry up, tell them.
Where'd they go?
Exactly.
That's what a 95 gets you.
Yeah.
¿Quieres chicle?
No, chicle.
So you guys separate from the person who's most interested in this, and this man's sitting there and he's got all these different potions and things that he's working on. It really reminds you of Ingid. And he goes, "What can I do for you? What are you looking
Well,
for?"
if you are a seer, then you can tell us the path that we should take.
Well, give me a hand.
Seers do. Oh, all right.
You have a very large hand.
Yes, well,
Seen many battles.
of course.
Ooh, 85, Jesus.
Cold reading is huge.
What? You're not here, Greenwood.
He goes, you've been through many battles, and I can tell from your, there's something hanging over you all. Oh, why? What are you looking for? It's very hazy.
Looking for the City of Pillars.
So Harap tells us that.
Yes.
I turn to Harap and I say, this man couldn't possibly know the City of Pillars. Look at him. He has no bones. He's not throwing runes. He's just looking at our hands and look at the way we're dressed. Of course he knows we're warriors. I believe none of this.
Okay. So do you just tell him City of Pillars, or do you also say Iram?
I mean,
I think that Bragi only refers to City of Pillars because that's a much cooler name
In his mind.
I might,
Okay.
I
way
might
more
mention
metal.
Iram if
It's
we're
way
all
more metal.
if we're all there together explaining it. I might.
Okay.
mention that.
Well, he goes, I've read of this place you speak of before. It's in one of it's in our holy book, he tells you. Have you heard of Islam?
Bragi, have you heard of Islam?
He's a big lion, rules a magical country. No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I doubt it. He goes, well, it's our.
Another person of the book. We know what they're like. Lord, the Lord will save me.
Is he always like this?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I'm just referencing what's her name.
Yes,
from-
I know.
yeah.
I know. So,
They're all weak like sheep.
it's a city that fell because of its wickedness. It was a place of sin.
It fell.
Yes, it fell a long time ago.
Oh. Well, is the location of it somewhere?
It doesn't really speak much of the location, but if you give me a few hours, I can check for it. He puts out his hand.
I believe we can ask around.
You're probably right. I don't know what it is he thinks he wants. I have some meat in here.
Some shells.
Some shells. Here's a conch shell.
Yes, that tentacle.
Don't eat that.
Does
Everyone is
Harap
allergic.
explain that, what he's looking for, or are we experienced enough to know that he's trading? Basically,
Yes.
do we have a concept of money? Do we realize?
Yeah,
that he's
absolutely.
looking
Yeah.
for a-
He's looking for some kind of financial incentive.
Recompense?
Yeah, recompense.
I'm not
I know. I think he wants
Where'd
some
all
kind
my
of money
friends
for his scam.
The scam. That's not normally how the Seers work in town, right?
Right.
This is very strange. We'll come back if we desire your help.
Okay, North people.
How does he do that?
So a little while later, you guys.
He knows Harop told him.
I have no shoes, and there is a weird bird on my shoulder that keeps pecking at my head. I think I accidentally traded for this horrible bird.
Why is this
This albatross.
creature?
It won't get off of my shoulder,
on
and
you?
my feet hurt, and I
Sir,
don't
I
like
could-
this place.
grab it by its feet. The bird is
The bird's like flapping and freaking out.
Maybe we can eat that.
I wouldn't. I bet it tastes foul. That was unintentional.
Sir, I could help you if you wanted shoes. I could, get your shoes
listen
back.
to it squawk. It has such an annoying, irritating call.
Aunt Froy, get him some shoes.
Trade this for shoes.
Why did I sign up for this? Says the interpreter. So they get you some shoes. The bird disappears.
What did you discover?
Well, we found a
Con man.
Yes, seemingly. I thought he was a seer, but he wanted to be paid for it. It's unheard of.
Ridiculous.
I know. But
It was some kind of scam or charlatan. He wanted to.
No, it's
Trade money
normal
He didn't even
to
have
ask
bones.
for.
He didn't throw runes or anything. Just look. Just
Have
look.
bones?
No. He didn't even have any bones.
No bones. He was gelatin.
Yeah.
He flopped around a lot,
What
and
a
it was
strange
terrible.
silly.
I didn't feel like his information was
runes,
solid.
Yes.
Hence, not having bones.
He had no runes. He just looked at
He
Bearden's
was
hand.
quite.
Right.
just
How would he
rough.
throw bones with? I mean, how would he throw bones with no bones?
That's not what. Listen, he said that he had heard of the town. It is in their holy book, whatever their god they worship. But
Yes.
the town does not exist
But
anymore.
we're too
Fell
late.
long ago.
Well, it might have fallen, but we don't need to speak to anyone there. There's supposed to be power contained within the site itself somewhere.
No one
He
knows
says
where
he
that
does
is.
not know, yes.
Well, at least he doesn't.
Well,
he said if we paid him, he might in a couple of hours, which also doesn't make any sense.
Well, perhaps
We
he
could
was.
also go ask around
Yep.
for a couple of hours.
I was
Exactly.
going to say yes. Why don't we do that?
Well, the only person who can actually ask is Harop here, so. Harop?
I don't know if I want to be here with you people anymore.
Well, you're here, so.
Well, okay, I guess I'm stuck.
And Harop, maybe don't wander off next time because
We didn't wander off. We told you we were leaving. And
Well,
You
I
went
was
the other direction.
I was apparently deep in conversation with what turned out to be a merchant of foul-tempered birds.
I'll be sure to stay closer to you from now on.
Thank you.
Sir, you maybe shouldn't want to use the word foul when talking about birds. It's kind of confusing. He's really going to keep doing this, isn't he? I said I was sorry, sir. Please, forgive
did
me.
run away.
Such beautiful embroidery on these woven goods.
He's trying
Did you
very
get such a
hard.
fine price back at the island?
As if I'd been married
Perhaps.
to him for 30 years. All right. So what do you guys want to do?
Ask around.
Continue
Have
to ask
Harop-
around.
Harop
Okay.
ask around.
Is there any place that I can trade for a new metal spearhead? Since I
Oh,
lost
absolutely,
the spear
yeah.
when the thing went out to sea?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, do a little trading for that.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, I have a medieval Arabian town. Why not? So what is
It's just fireworks.
Assume it's fireworks.
Oh,
but
probably.
it's loud. And
Pretty good assumption.
It's very red. Oh, Dom's getting
Oh,
under the
Dom's
desk.
getting under
Oh,
the
no.
desk.
Should we get under the table?
well, I mean,
No.
I guess
Time
we
for a
could. We
drill.
do have
Keep
this
rolling.
table.
Keep going. Keep going. Show
Keep
must
going.
go on.
Content
Okay.
is king.
Yeah, I
There's one
forgot.
of those
Get
birds.
the violinist to start playing.
Yep.
Go down and do that.
Oh.
We
Okay,
used,
they weren't listening before.
we used to live not far from here, and every year it's just like explosions for a weekend
People
before
love their
and after.
independence.
And blowing up a chunk of it. So,
Murica.
Merkel,
Yeah.
you guys start going through the city. What are you looking for in particular? Because the guy did mention that it's in his holy book. Would you possibly try to find?
Looking for two things.
a mosque or at all?
People that appear to be involved in whatever this strange unknown religion is.
Okay.
And also just weird, shady guys doing weird stuff with like incense and like mystical things and like stuff.
That's
like
who
that.
they kind of talked to before. The one seer guy with the
Okay, so we
the
tapped
smoking
out all
purse.
the weird guys. So let's find the religious guys.
Okay.
I also want to look for anyone who is like who I'd recognize.
The bird has my scent.
I hear birds recognize human faces.
Tie this pouch of bitter herbs around your neck, and it will keep the bird from coming back.
Might as well.
Yeah,
Don't
it
breathe
couldn't
too
hurt
deep.
anything.
I wish
Couldn't
I
make any
was.
of us smell worse.
Yeah, no, it is. You smell just about as bad as you
Yeah.
can
Might smell better.
Yeah. There's a lot of chafing in the Dark Ages. All right, so
I want to keep my eyes out for anyone who is who I would recognize as like a teller of tales, an entertainer, someone who like
you see some people.
the equivalent of what I do. Someone
Yeah,
who's telling history.
there are
and-
definitely, there's people on like corners telling stories and things like
Okay.
that.
I want to see if I can, with Harab's help initially, but see if I can learn any of the stories of this land that we're coming to.
Okay, cool. So give me a persuade roll if you want to start talking to some of the people. See if it shall work.
15.
Not
That is
bad.
That is a
So yeah, one of the performers is like, how
better
can
than
I
a
help
hard,
you?
but not an extreme.
Okay. How can I help you? You are a stranger in these lands, right?
Yes, from the north.
Okay.
I'm a collector of stories and tales, and I thought perhaps that we might be able to exchange tales of our heroes, of our land.
Well,
makes us great.
what stories are you looking to exchange?
I know next to nothing of your land, so perhaps one of your most famous heroes.
He tells you some things. Do you try to steer him towards the city of pillars, or?
Yeah.
Dear God,
The
Definitely
Closer. Yeah.
they're getting closer.
They are.
Now they're on the front step.
the mortars are bracketing us.
Boom.
Boom.
I've heard you have a tale of from one of your books, one of the books. Mm-hmm. A city known for its wickedness.
We have a
City of
few.
Pillars.
You're gonna have to be more
Aram.
specific.
Aram. I am not a holy man. I do not know the Quran as well as I maybe should. But let me see if he. Yeah, no, he's like he does point to where a mosque would be, and says if you speak with them, they should be able to tell you what you're looking for.
Okay, and I'll if he wants, I will trade.
Yeah, you guys
one of our
trade stories and do all that good stuff. Okay. And if you want to make a note, like maybe 25% of Arabic tales or something like that.
Okay.
Like you've got 101 stories. Maybe
Only 101?
only 101.
101.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
Just a fraction.
It's not a whole lot.
It's not the whole thing. It's just a fraction of it. So,
Like almost why even bother with those, but it's fine.
it's whatever. Yeah. It's a whole book.
a lot can happen in a third of a year.
So you guys kind of meet at the mosque, and one of the whole, it's between prayer times, and so one of them comes out and speaks to you and says, "What can we do for you? Usually we don't have Northmen coming so far into the fort."
We seek the city of Iram, the city of pillars.
Kind of looks at you oddly. Why would you seek such a sinister place?
Can I make a charm check?
Sure. We'll see if you can charm through the interpreter.
No reason.
No reason.
37.
Under your...
Under 57.
Okay. He goes, well, you kind of smile and all
I'm
of-
scary, but also somewhat appealing.
it's a kind of scary, happy look.
Yeah.
Well, it is a story in our book. They don't say exactly where it is, but I've always felt that it's somewhere in the old Persian Empire.
Can you show us on this map?
So, just kind of looks at it. And
For you.
for you, he kind of looks at it and he draws a line, and it seems to be through these two huge rivers that come together. And it seems to be right in the middle. Says it's near this area.
It's like it was meant for us to go there.
What are the names of these rivers so that we might...
Well, that's the Tigris and the Euphrates.
Oh, such strange names for rivers.
Well, they've been there for quite a while. I'm sure they're not strange to the people who live there, Northmen.
Are there other towns in those areas that we could trade on? We're on a mission of exploration and trade.
You could, yes, but the closer you get to the area, the less you will find, because many people have left. It is like I said, a tainted land.
What about hostile tribes of wild folk or any areas we should avoid?
He says, I don't know the area that well. I just know where the legend says that the city was before it fell.
In our land,
We're done with this guy.
in our
You
land,
blinked enough.
in our land, we have many stories of demons, the undead, things that come from the sea. In your land, are there any such creatures that we should be aware of?
Well, there are the stories of the jinn, which you would have heard about in the stories that the guy told you,
Maybe you heard like
Which
1
are
to 3.
which are like these demon spirits. I guess would be the closest thing. Are you Christian?
Oh, no.
After 10 minutes of laughter, so you're not Christian.
I mean,
okay.
Troy is, but he's the worst.
Oh, yes.
It got me tears.
So, yeah, I guess that, not knowing your religion, demons would probably be the closest thing. But those are all superstitions. I haven't, seen anything like that myself.
In your teachings, in your book, in the book, how do you defeat them?
Well, I'm not really a scholar on defeating such creatures.
Is there a scholar we should speak to then?
No.
Some sort of Jinn fighter.
Jinn fighter. Well,
A historian or a leader in battle?
well, I can look into it, and your boat's gonna be here, correct?
Yes.
For now,
No,
We might leave.
we might leave at any point.
we just Vikings, you never know.
They are not spirits you can fight. You cannot use swords against them. Just prayer and
Use swords against anything.
Not the wind.
Why would I be fighting the wind, Grimur?
Was an odd comment.
It's just a
Yes, it
point of,
is.
Although,
I could use a sword against the wind.
but not to defeat it.
who's to say how the wind is defeated?
True. Does it need to be defeated?
I am so confused.
Perhaps not a sword, but a shield will block the wind.
Shield
that
will
will
block
defeat
the
it.
wind.
Yes.
Are we done here?
Won't defeat it. I won't stop the wind
I think we
from
just
blowing.
won our way.
Okay.
Arguing about fighting the wind.
So you guys are arguing all the way through, and so what's the next plan? Where do you guys want to go?
Well, it sounds like we're waiting for information, right? Basically.
Well, he's not going to give you much information on fighting jinns. I mean, he'll say things like prayer and, sometimes you can make some kind of, circle around yourselves with, prayer circle or whatever, and to try to keep out. It's
Some
all
kind of
vague.
nonsense.
It's all vague. He doesn't know much about them. And it all seems like he's like, well, you're not really going to run into these things.
Almost like he's just making this up as he goes along.
I don't think he even takes himself seriously.
Well, he doesn't believe in those things. He just knows of them from reading, basically.
means we would need to make sacrifices to the gods. I mean, if anything,
Right.
that's what he means.
We should get that bird back.
You're right. That's good. Give us your shoes.
It's never far away.
I think we do probably make a sacrifice to our gods. I mean, we are in a strange land, far from home. We want their protection.
Night
and their blessing.
Steed is giving a resub. Thank you for resubscribing.
Yeah, thanks, Night Steed.
Push to Megan.
Ooh, thank you.
Nice.
All right, so what are you guys going to do? Are you going to, what's the plan?
Well, I imagine we'll make a sacrifice to our gods, which I will, good-humoredly go along with.
Okay.
And then we have the location on the map, so probably.
I don't think Grimir is taking this as seriously as he should.
I
We are far from home. It's very important for a man to have his gods with
Didn't
him.
I tell it?
No, I don't
say
think
I was
you.
an atheist?
No, I don't think you ever
No,
told
I did.
anyone.
I did, didn't I? At the battle on the island, I think I told them for some reason. I don't know.
You
whatever.
didn't.
They
I
probably
don't
just
think
thought I was
in
joking.
character. I don't think in character you
Oh
did.
yeah, maybe not.
So
Grimur, you should come join us so that we do not anger the gods.
Oh yeah,
We
got
need to make sure we have their eye.
got to do that. Got to
Yes,
do
They're
that.
all-
you should
eye.
know. Yes, Odin's
You
one
have
eye.
been blessed by Odin.
You have.
Yes, blessed. Yes.
Grimur, take it seriously, or else Thor will strike all of us down.
Thor, not Thorlog, right?
Why would Thorlog do that?
I'm in the boat.
Right.
I'm right here.
Yes, I know.
And he
We
knows
know-
he
we
can't
know
take me.
Thorlog.
He's tried many times.
That was awkward.
You'll get better one day.
Yes, I'm sure I will. Okay. So
Thorlock is not very much like his namesake. Or maybe he is.
her.
Oh.
Her. Oh, my mistake, Thorlog.
That long flowing Viking hair.
It's your beard.
I've been sick.
Well, I am 37.
Oh my God.
Sit down.
Oh,
How is she still alive?
Must be because he's blessed.
She.
So
Thorlog is a woman.
I know, right?
Yes, of course.
they do this to me too. Shut up. Can you give me a roll because you're gonna check out your book? So give me a roll against your Cthulhu Mythos.
A 58 over my 38.
Okay. So you read through again, and you're having a really hard time figuring out a lot of the different things because what the book does is it goes from like one form mad rambling to another, and as you're reading it, you start feel blood come out of your nose.
Again?
Yeah, it's happened before.
Why are you bleeding?
It's just this thing. It's the air
Do you
here
need-
disagrees.
do you need
This is
some help,
because you
sir?
did not take the sacrifice seriously.
I was there. I did the things.
But you didn't believe it. I
You
can
didn't
tell.
feel it.
I did feel it. I was distracted.
The gods are giving you a warning.
The All-Father can see all.
Which one of you said that?
Neat.
All right, I'll allow it.
Yeah, what else do you want me to do?
Can I make an occult check to help him figure out a way
Sure, to
like,
believe in gods?
to
Yeah.
to like navigate the book, to like
Sure, you can
make
take a look at
order,
the book.
like make order of madness from the book?
Do you touch the book?
Nope. I don't do a damn
She goes
thing.
the other direction.
I'm like, perhaps I can help you. Oh, I can't read. I'm sorry.
It's not for everybody.
It's an acquired
I
taste.
don't like anything that's happening over here.
This is all wrong.
I'm going to pull Birna aside.
Okay.
And I'm a little concerned about Grimir. he's following a book like those clerics of the one god of the weak sky one. He's not taking a proper stance with Onfroy. I mean, that book may be weakening him. The way that we've seen all of the way it weakens all of the other men of God who we have struck down.
True.
Tell him about how I put water in those guys' lungs. Now might be a good time
What did you
to
do?
tell him that.
Oh, right.
How I
Not
killed-
there.
how I killed the
You're in a
Jarl.
tavern getting drunk.
That is true. He did kill a man.
I'm sure you can drink more than that. Come now.
Why does everyone keep doing that?
He did kill a man by
You're really hurting my hunchback.
drowning him on land with some sort of sorcery that he seems to be learning from those books. So I don't know. I mean, we did hear back on the island from Onfroy and the woman he impregnated that.
Allegedly.
You're impregnated
I
a woman.
know, right?
Allegedly.
So
I
surprised.
must hear this story.
Well, he doesn't seem to remember it, so it's quite strange. But that is a story we should hear. But I agree. They said that this book
Tell us about your lovemaking.
was quite
No
bad.
exploits.
No.
Onfroy asked us to keep it from him because it was making him sick. He would not eat. He would not sleep. So I don't know, and we've chosen to follow him to this place because he says we need the power to take back Stavanger
And fix Magnus.
and fix. Yes, that sounds. Magnus, just sit down. Just don't wear yourself out.
Wah, 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 wah.
I knew eating those hearts was not good for him.
Apparently not.
Not me. Magnus eats hearts.
Usually you burn them in a ritual.
Right.
Yes.
He insists on eating them. I mean, he has become a bear a few times, so he's got that going
That's
for him. I
intriguing.
suppose.
Going for him. I have that going for
But
me.
he's also become
I'm also a
squid
notary
thing,
republic.
So he has that
Right.
going for him as well.
So,
All right, so what else? I mean, is there any other?
We could try to find another mystic
Or
to see if there's like
Or pay the
protection
one that-
herbs or
Or pay the one that
the
wants.
one that was willing to work with us. Well, Grimur, if you are determined to take us along this path, then perhaps we should see if the mystic can provide us with any additional information.
maybe show him your book.
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on, it is just a book, Grimur.
Well, all the same, I'd rather keep it.
But they're also people of a book.
Yes, they
They'll
are.
understand.
all books are the same, are they not?
They are.
They're literally all the same
That
book.
is such
Do they-
such a limited.
All of
oh
the
my
books,
gosh.
they all have the same writing.
No.
and-
They're just different
they-
sizes.
all
I'm
are
fairly
different.
sure every book I've seen all looks the same on the
No,
inside.
they contain different information.
That
We'll talk about
seems-
this later.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think I'd rather not. Something tells me that I should not share it with him and
It
just.
is a Saxon book. Who cares what happens
It is
to
not a Saxon book.
Oh, no.
No, it. I don't know what kind of book it is. I believe it is a book of many people, and I don't.
Well, the better to show it
No,
to them.
Birna,
Just try
no.
to take it from him.
Oh, you don't have to
Okay,
try.
then I take it from him.
I resist.
You want to resist.
Your
do.
hand might come with
Okay,
it.
so roll your brawl.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh goodness,
Oh.
this will be interesting.
Oh, there it is. So 51 under my 71.
So 52 over my 30. I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Oh.
A 15
Oh.
under my 30.
Wow.
Looks like
Wow.
somebody really
So is
did
that a
wanna give
hard
up their
or-
book.
That is a hard success.
And what did you get? A normal or a
I got a
hard?
normal.
Okay. So he has uncharacteristic.
Like a man possessed.
So this is what I imagine is that I have actually picked up the book. He's just come with it.
Yeah, he's like,
kind of-
whoa, like a 5-year-old holding on to something.
Grimur!
I'm hissing.
My goodness.
Umbrella.
Let go of the book.
Grimur, it is just a book.
Release it.
It is just a book.
It is not.
Oh, I'll just let it go, and I imagine you drop to the ground. I don't know what to do with him, Broggy.
I'm at a loss for words.
We have the location. Do you wish to reclaim the town and help Magnus or not?
Well, of course we do.
Well, then we should go and look for it.
Sir, are you sure we should be using that book to...
Oh, my gods. I know I am not hearing Onfroy right now.
Sir, I'm just saying, I watched you for months.
Onfroy, take a hint.
I don't think he does.
I know. It is endlessly frustrating.
He seems to have a lot of opinions.
I'm just worried about his health.
Come on, Grimur, let's...
I also seem to be concerned.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're worried about my health, Onfroy? Now you're worried about my health. When at the first opportunity, you ran fleeing and threw us under the longship, just telling everyone, oh, here come Northmen to raid and pillage everyone to arms.
Wait,
He does have a point.
Wait, you did that?
Well,
He did.
let
He
me
couldn't
explain
have thrown you
why.
under the longship, or you would have seen the symbols.
It was I was speaking metaphorically, Groggy, like in a story.
I don't understand.
It's a new thing I'm trying now. I'm hoping it will catch on.
Look,
I'm on a roll with just
I'm
making
very
things up.
sorry that I ran away. I was just excited to see my people and scared of what you have become ever since you started reading that book. The book has made him mad. He's insane.
Well, he has done, more things than I ever
He's
expected.
filled people's lungs with seawater.
And he impregnated a woman, which is not
Really?
something.
What?
Yeah,
No,
but
he
did.
didn't.
Yes, you did. Apparently, Envoy said so.
Oh, and now we believe Onfroy. Now Onfroy, the person who sold us out and told everyone to come fight us because he was so excited to be home.
I
is
can never
suddenly the-
unhear that night.
Onfroy?
In fairness, if we had been out to sea for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I smelled the delicious scent of a 3-day-old goat head, I'm not sure I would have been able to contain myself from running.
And you'd have
running
run
there as
into
well.
town and yelled to everyone else that everyone
I
else
said I
on the
was
boat
sorry,
was a
sir.
foreign invader and should be destroyed, right?
Well, no, I would have asked for a slice, but
Right. See, it's kind of a slightly different thing than what Onfroy did, is what I'm trying
It's
to
just
say.
your health has been scary lately.
And you have the strangest ways of trying to help Onfroy.
I'm trying to help you now. You should throw the book away. We should go back. We could settle anywhere. We don't have to go back to Stavanger. We could go back to that nice
I think we should
Viking.
leave him
We
here.
Well,
need
I'm not-
Onfroy?
We should leave him here. I
Do we
agree.
need him?
He's dead weight.
That is, we have a responsibility to our town, Envoy.
But they all were slaughtered. There's 4 boats that got away, and 2 of the boats are right here
We
with us.
don't know
know
that,
that.
Onfroy. See?
We only saw
Always.
4 boats that left.
Okay, so people might not have left, but could still be there. Try and follow. Could still be in town and be
Run
prisoners.
on land.
Yes, on land, not on boats.
Right.
Like land people.
Now
We should
who's
leave-
throwing
we
who
should
under
leave
the
him here.
longboat?
We should leave him
He
here.
is your thrall,
I,
Grimur.
Perhaps we could
if you
trade
wish
him
to
for
cut him
something.
free,
maybe
but
no. That's a great idea. We could trade him for something useful.
Don't trade me. I'm fine helping you,
Well,
sir.
you're not a very good listener. You keep talking when I tell you to shut the hell up. And honestly, you've been quite unpleasant since we got back.
Well, you
In
won't
fact,
talk
before
to
that.
me, so I'm just.
I don't want to talk to you.
This relationship feels toxic.
You know, Gil is making a lot of sense. Maybe we should just trade Onfroy into servitude here and just maybe get like a nice new boat or something. Some food.
Is he worth a boat?
Probably not. I was being gracious, but
Not even worth a boat.
Grimur,
Perhaps
you're overwrought. Perhaps you should rest.
you think we should keep him?
He is your property, and I would not deign to tell you what to do.
All right, then I think we should get rid of him. I think
on
we
you,
should trade him for something
Grimur.
useful.
Find somewhere to trade him then.
I'm sure there's a spot somewhere.
He seems really sad now.
Oh, are your feelings hurt? All right, first thing in the morning, we trade him for like some rope.
For some rope. Wow.
I think a servant is worth more than merely some rope.
Well, whatever we can get for fair market value.
All right, so that night, you guys are sleeping on the boat.
I see Cthulhu!
You guys are sleeping on the boat.
Never roll sand.
And Bragi, you hear the sound of metal and like a knife clinking as you guys sleep, and it kind of wakes you up.
Okay.
You notice that Onfroy's opening up his restraints.
Onfroy, what are you doing?
Please, Bragi, just let me go. He doesn't want me here, and he's going to trade me, and God knows what the people in this area will want me to do. He's insane. He doesn't even believe in the gods.
You don't believe in the gods.
I believe in a god at least. He's gone insane, and you guys are trusting him to lead you to this weird place. Please just let me go.
He's going to help Magnus.
He
And
says
he would not
that.
betray.
Betrayed.
Sorry.
Betrayed.
Never once betrayed anyone. You can take that to the
You
bank.
might need to betray
He would not
that
betray
woman who
his
was
people.
pregnant,
Yes.
though.
I've seen
might have
many.
to
I've
betray
seen
her.
many a strange thing with him, and he has always come through for us.
Are you sure? You guys have been followed by all
Inside
this...
that weak, frail, limping frame, there does beat the heart of a warrior. I have seen it on occasion.
Yeah.
and
He's
I
filled people's
hope-
lungs with seawater.
I don't believe it. He
Runa
would
told
have to
you.
be some sort of a sorcerer in order to do that.
He is a sorcerer. That's what the book does to him.
Then we should burn the book and save him.
Get it away from him. I've only been trying to help him, but he doesn't listen. That's why I ran away from him. Please
have
let
a-
me go.
I'm sorry, I have
Go
an
ahead.
outside question.
Yes.
I don't know when Onfroy came into the picture because he wasn't in any of the other.
Yeah,
sessions
he's
I was
always
here
been
with.
there. It's just
Oh, he's always
this-
been there. He's
this
just,
particular
He had no characterization.
not really. He's become more of a thing over time, more of a person over time.
Okay, so
He and I have always been like super close. Like everyone always made fun of me for like treating my thrall like a friend. He was like teaching me language and how to read and all that. kind of
Right,
stuff.
and then the first chance he got, he tried to run away.
right.
He's a dick.
Jordan's taking it very personally.
Greenear is.
Yeah,
I hate
Greenear.
Onfroy. He's got a stupid name.
you came up with it. All right.
Onfroy, you have been with Grimur for many years.
Sir, I'm telling you, if you go to that city, you'll all die. Don't go to that city.
How do you know this?
I helped him read a lot of that book, and it is disturbing. I helped him learn how to say some of the different Latin parts and the French parts.
And it hasn't driven you mad?
It's
How would I know which one of you are mad?
because I'm
if you're
trying to
reading the
save
book?
you from the place. I don't want you to go there to lose your mind. I mean, it's made me a little bit uneven, but nothing like him. He's acting. Has he ever acted like this before? He has not. Just let me go.
He's never impregnated a woman or fought so hard to hold on to the book.
True. Things that you should think about.
Both admirable qualities for Vikings.
I know. I'm actually kind of impressed.
Right? Pretty cool guy, I think.
Onfroy,
I think he's pretty great.
Please just let me go, sir.
do you care for Grimur?
Obviously, I do. I keep trying to get the damn book away from him so that I can save him, but he won't listen. I kept him alive for 6 months while you guys were in the city.
And you would quit now?
He's
If
going to
you
sell
are-
me tomorrow.
If you are he will not sell you.
He said he was going to sell me for rope.
I'm gonna sell him for rope.
It's in his eye. He's insane. He's crazy. He's crazy insane. Crazy insane? Anyway.
Let me talk to him. Stay the night.
Okay. So next morning.
All right, Onfroy, into town.
Grimur, wait.
Try and look presentable. What?
I know that you are upset with Onfroy right now, and I understand why. But he wants to help you. He has your best interest at heart, even if he has a tough time showing it.
What makes you say that?
Because you two have been together for so many years. And if he really wanted to leave, he would have done it years ago.
If I hated you, I would have. You were sick for months
Then
reading that book.
Then why did he leave at the first opportunity, Broggy?
Because I was frightened.
Or perhaps homesick as well.
And have you also thought it not strange that he keeps trying to get me to hand this book over to him?
I just
Did
want
he
you
not
to-
tell you that he helped me translate some
I
of
want
the
you
book?
to destroy the book. I don't want the book. Give it to her. Just let
That's what
someone
he's-
destroy it.
That's what he says, but you can't trust him. I've come to learn.
Do you think I could take the book from her? She
This-
could kill me.
This book
true.
That is true.
is working on Freud's mind. He doesn't have my capacity to understand and resist it. He wants it for himself, or he wants it destroyed so that no one will
You're
find
paranoid,
the power
sir.
that we can find to save our town and Magnus.
Tell me about this story of the seawater.
Oh, well, that was, yes. The book does have some interesting rituals that I believe to be merely...
Sir, you should not be dabbling with this book. It's made you...
Onfroy, your betters are speaking. Okay.
Who do you speak to all the time?
Freud, for just a moment.
Anyways, there was something that seemed, I wasn't sure. My translation seemed to indicate it was some sort of offensive
You said
ritual.
your brother was following you, that he's with you all the time.
I thought that
Yes.
you were.
His spirit
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
follows me always. I
Metaphorically
I keep him with
again?
me. Yes, much like, father.
An ancestral spirit.
Yes.
We have some concern, Grimur. And I do not believe that the book should be destroyed yet.
This is like Vikings' big brother. Go ahead.
But you
Is
yourself
Grimur gonna
have
get
said
kicked
that
out of
it's
the
led
house?
you down an unnatural path. And I want to help Magnus as much as any of us do, and I know you want to. So I think for the good of us all, perhaps another should carry the book for you.
Well, the answers are here. And as the only one of us who has any ability to read, apart from Onfroy, and listen, whatever it was that I used to fill that Jarl, what was his name?
Rolik.
Rolik? He was about to attack and destroy my father. It's not anything that one of us wouldn't do.
But you
had we
did
the
cast
ability.
it more than once.
None of us will try and read the book, and when a situation arises that you need to, we'll allow you to do so. But for now, in order to help Magnus, in order to help put everyone's mind at ease, you must give up the book.
It's for your own, it's for your own good, sir.
Why don't you let me carry it, Grimur?
We could wrap it in a blessed cloak.
Berna will not hurt it.
A cheesecloth.
She won't read it.
You will.
She will keep it safe and provide it for you when the time arises.
Birna has attempted to steal the book before as well.
What do you mean attempted to steal it? We
You
were
did
trying to
steal
get
it.
you to come home.
No, remember one time you got struck with kleptomania and you stole
Yeah,
the
you
book?
actually did. But I was there for that.
I worry that she may
But
fall,
none of us saw it.
fall sway too.
And there was no accusation. I
That's
mean,
also true.
like if we're going back to the meta here,
Well, I'm throwing it out now. I worry that she may not have the strength of will to resist it either.
To resist what?
She can't
don't-
read. She's
She
the
can't
perfect
read it.
person.
And yet, despite not being able to read, she still attempted to steal
then
the
give
book.
me the book. I have no
He hates
interest.
books.
I have no interest in the people of the book. They're weak.
He believes in the
And
spoken
our
word.
people have at every turn shown them what the strength of iron and not the flimsy shield of paper and ink is worth.
Stories
And
should
our
be passed down
gods
by
and
words.
yes, to ring out for all to hear, not hidden away in secret
Only
pieces of paper.
accessible by intellectuals.
Hiding in buildings with candles. I have no desire to read the book, but I pledge to you I will keep it safe and provide it when you find it is necessary. For I do believe that only you will be able to help us with Magnus and this affliction that he is carrying with him all the time.
Magnus, you're
Sit
fine.
down.
Just
Sit down, Magnus.
keep your shirt on. And you'll be
Don't
fine.
stop it.
No, don't take your shirt off,
Stop
Magnus.
it, really, Magnus.
Don't we not need the
But-
book until we arrive at our destination? We know where we're going.
Onfroy is your thrall, and we will all support your decision regarding his dispensation. But he does want what's best for you, despite a momentary lapse. Have you never run the wrong way from a battle? We know you have.
Well, I have.
Perhaps Onfroy has also made a mistake and has regretted it as well. He is concerned about you.
Well, he didn't so much regret it as he was brought back in chains.
Yes, I brought him back.
I will give you the book, Broggy. You keep it safe.
I will keep it safe.
And also secret.
Yes. Don't let anyone else know about it. So
I
also
will
keep
not.
it secret as well.
I do not want anyone knowing that I have this book.
And Birna, we've been through much together.
Yes.
Should we sell Freud for rope, or do we need anything?
Well, if we're going to sell him for something, it better be something we need.
I agree. What do we need?
I don't know that we need anything at this point.
I think that at this point we are well provisioned.
So we
and
save him
a
for a
strong
rainy
back.
day.
A strong back is more valuable to us than anything else at this time.
Yes.
Oh no, but this is on Freud though.
I have a
It's fine.
stronger back than you, sir.
Oh, see, he's such an uppity thrall.
He is your thrall. You've kept him this whole time, and only recently do you seem to dislike him.
Because lately he's just been a real bitch. Fine, we'll keep him.
Are you sure it's all on Froy and not that you're becoming a little more high-strung and sensitive,
I'm
perhaps?
paranoid.
I don't know you all that well, so I'm just
I've only lived in a
asking.
village our whole lives with 50 people, but
I feel like I've just met you. And, this last
You seem
2
to
hours.
keep to yourself is all.
Fine, we'll keep him for a rainy day.
You hear
Well.
that, Onfroy?
Okay.
Live to fight another day.
Thank you,
A
sir.
true success.
Yes, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
It appears he's still
Is he
not
speaking to me?
you.
Yes, I'm saying thank you,
what
sir.
do we say?
He's welcome to.
Remain on the boat until we have need to trade you for something useful.
Well, that's almost what we said.
All right, shall we?
Yes, we have
Let-
sat here too
Let
long
us go.
arguing about this ridiculous nonsense.
These rivers call to me. They're lands to be explored, stories to hear, stories to tell.
I crave the open wind.
Yes.
Sailing.
And fighting the
And
wind,
biting the wind.
which I wish we had talked to that guy about. All right. So, after all of that, which was actually a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. Hope Chad enjoyed it. So you guys start to travel. Now, all of you, except for I believe you, have been on raids before and have gone down rivers. It's a different kind of sailing. So I think you have a pretty high boat. So why don't you give me a roll?
24
Wow.
Okay,
below
cool.
my 70.
Yeah, you're fine.
You nailed it.
All right, so you guys start to travel towards this area. It's going to take a while to get there, and you travel for a week or so, and then you'll run into another small town along the river, small trading post. Do you guys stay in the towns, or do you stay on your own and a campsite situation?
That would be my guess. We stay in a campsite, but we might go into the towns during the day to trade.
Right, to trade.
I think that what we probably do, I mean, and we all know the historical accuracy of the TV show Vikings, but they do a pretty good job of setting up like a wooden palisade,
Right.
with spikes facing outwards for their camp, and then go in and do whatever trading they need to do.
Right, and there is some wooded area along the rivers. If you go too far, it gets into kind of rocky, scrub brush kind of areas. But okay, so you travel for a couple of weeks, and you stop at this one city and do some trading. And
Quick question.
go ahead.
During the few weeks that we travel, is Broggy tempted by the book at all? Are there whispers?
We'll
anything
get to
weird?
that.
Okay.
So
Don't you worry, Broggy.
don't you worry, Brian.
We'll get to that.
Don't get ahead of me.
All right.
So you spend a couple of weeks, And you're in the city. Now, during this time, do you ever try to get the book back?
No, I think there's moments that I might want to, but I feel like in the agreement we set up was when there is time for me to try and translate the book, Bragi gives it back to my care. So
How often would you, because you guys are sailing and you're not really...
Probably during the day while we're sailing. I can't do a whole lot.
How often would you give the book back to him?
What are you consulting today?
I'm continuing to try and translate the more of the book. It's very difficult. As you can see, Bragi, you've probably seen some books before. This one is written in several different languages. So it's very difficult to figure out exactly what each passage says. So I'm trying to construct as much of the translation as I can in order to get more information about what specifically in the city we can use.
Why don't you read the version that's just all the one language?
This is the only... What?
Wouldn't that be simpler?
You've said that different books have different things in them.
Apparently
so
they're all different. And
why not read the one that is...
Yes.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't know that.
Why didn't you get it from the monks?
They didn't. This is the only thing they had.
Should have had one
So
of us
you
come with
basically
you.
give him the book
Better
to...
trading.
I would say periodically, and whenever that happens, I am keeping an eye on him or making sure that, Amphroy is keeping an eye on him.
Okay. So because it's a week and a half, give me a roll against your...
85 over my 38.
Nothing at all. You're trying to get through like a Greek part and you can't.
My head hurts. And I know Greek.
You can't seem to get it
You're
to work.
bleeding again.
Oh.
Yes.
This salty sea air.
And the bird that keeps attacking my nose.
Fucking bird.
I'll slaughter him later.
All right. So you guys get to a city, a small town, and you trade for some goods, and then you go, and you are setting up your camp and setting up your palisade and all that good stuff. And you have quite a few, you have a good amount of men at this point and women that can do all the work. And you've always got the book near you in like a satchel or something. And you are looking at it because he's done with it for the day. And you kind of open it up and you're just kind of looking at the different pictures. And there's one picture in the center of the book that takes up the entire page, and it's you can tell it's done in blood. It has these weird angles and strange markings.
Is there anything that reminds me of the five-armed troll or anything else that we
Not.
fought or saw in that weird?
Actually, in the weird place, absolutely. There are some symbols that you recognize from that place.
So when we followed Magnus into his own dream?
Yes, Bear Gate.
Through the bear door.
Gate.
Bear
Yeah,
door.
Bear door.
Bear door.
Yeah.
So you're
This whole
looking.
thing,
It's a thing.
Don't worry about it.
It's all good.
It's cool.
So you're looking at
I
the.
feel like this entire episode is like editor's note.
Well, it's getting to that point where we need the
Season 2
annotated,
episode.
annotated
True
versions. True believers, exactly. So you're looking at this picture, and it kind of it suddenly starts moving a little bit and then stops.
I look around to see if there's was it a change in light? Did someone see me looking at the book?
No,
Was there a shadow or anything?
you're by yourself. You seem like you're nothing has changed.
I slam it shut.
Okay. So you slam it shut, and you feel this, like, give me a roll against your intelligence because you feel a real pull to open it.
Oh yeah, that's not a great roll for Bragi. Oh no.
Excellent. 94 of 40.
You sit there for about 2 minutes before you crack the book open again and start going through it. And as you're flicking the pages, give me a luck roll.
51 under 65.
Okay. So you're going through and you get to the page and you see the picture you were looking at changes again. It forms this, it looks like these pillars that are lined up. Some of them are broken. And you see this form down in the corner as if entering this walkway where these pillars are. And then there's some like temple at the top of the page that looks lit up. And the temple seems to kind of be moving, kind of undulating. Can you give me a sand check?
I can. Do you want me to?
Give me a sand check.
Ooh, yeah.
Semantics.
Does this remind me of the Flesh City thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to take disadvantage on this because he actually had an episode. And
Oh, I
broke on
forgot.
that,
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to.
All right.
Definitely, this is going to freak him the fuck out.
Yeah. Especially since it's actually moving on the page.
92.
Nice.
That's really bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Considering the other one was 12.
Yeah, that's real bad.
Yes.
That's real bad.
Bye.
Bye, Dom.
Bye, Dom.
Dom's just leaving.
Bon voyage.
So you
And
take
that's our show.
We dropped the
Dom's,
F-bomb one too
Dom's
many
going
times.
away. 3 points altogether.
Okay.
So you don't need to make a roll. You slam the book shut again.
I have a quick
Go ahead.
question. The last time that I played Bragi, he had taken some sand hits. Did I gain any back in between when that happened?
You would have, yeah.
Okay.
You would have gotten your sand back.
So what? So I was down 10 points.
You probably
at
would
the
have
end of that
gotten
last
back
session.
like maybe 4.
Okay.
So now you've,
So I'll just say I burned those.
Just, yeah, you
Just
burn
say-
those. Okay.
So chat, if you're paying attention, we sort of did a little retcon thing. I'm still at 65 of 75, or whatever I said.
But, we'll have to tell Dom if he ever comes back.
I don't think he's going to.
He won't.
Anyways, what I'm saying is, even if you had the shield up, the wind would still be coming.
Why are we still having this conversation?
Well, you
But
were
when
the-
she swung the
you were the one
sword
that started
in the
it.
air, it broke even though she didn't hit anything but the wind.
Right,
You see?
so
the
the-
wind and her strength broke the sword because she was fighting the wind.
But then but still the wind remains undefeated. It cannot, it still blows.
Why do we say the wind
Not inside
dies
a
down
building.
then?
The wind just, what? No, but then
Dies
no one
down.
fights
The wind
it.
dies down.
It dies down because, we say that
If
because
it dies, we can
Vikings-
kill it.
Right.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
So
Dom, just so you know, he
has exactly the same
he
amount of
has
sanity
exactly the
points.
same amount of sanity points. I forgot. I'm sorry.
He lost 4, but he still has 65.
Yeah, he has 65.
Does he come upstairs looking shaken?
Do you want to know how?
so Bragi is
Want us to
completely
rehash the whole thing?
wigged out by this.
Yeah, you're not happy with what you're seeing in the book, but you also have this urge to, like eating goat's head, you want to do it, but you know it's bad for you. So you have this push kind of thing going on.
I think we should ask Groggy's opinion on this whole wind business. Where is he anyway?
Bragi!
Bragi?
As soon as anyone calls my name, I'm doing the slam the book shut and shove it in the bag and then just.
Like a 13-year-old with a
What
Playboy.
were you
Yes, exactly.
doing?
Nothing.
Thinking about goat's head.
No big deal.
That makes sense.
All right. So he looks very
A little pale, kind
pale.
of flop sweat.
You all right, Bragi?
Yes, of
Wrong.
course. The heat is kind of getting to me.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
quite hot here.
The
Don't need so
sun.
many furs, I think.
Okay.
We should all take off a layer of fur.
Perhaps we should take a layer
Yes,
off.
an excellent idea.
Pop.
I feel so liberated while the breeze is blowing that direction.
So that night, you guys go to sleep. Have Bragi give me an idea roll.
That's under your intelligence.
Okay. Okay, yes.
Or intelligence is the odds.
I actually made that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
Or perhaps fortunately.
Actually, fortunately, so you're able to like keep yourself from looking at the book, but it feels like it's calling to you to look at it some more. It's making you very nervous though, and you're kind of, but you're able to avoid it. Now, you're starting to, because you've had access to it, but I think your love of the book would probably incline you to at some point want to have it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of the same kind of thing.
Okay.
So give me also like a will or an idea roll.
17 under my 85.
Wow.
That's an extreme
You're
success.
fine.
Okay.
You're afraid that if you steal the book, that they'll try to burn it or something. So you're just biding your time.
They're a bunch of book burners.
Book burners.
Ideas are dangerous.
Everyone knows that.
Okay, so the next day you guys wake up and you head out, and as you're
451 other Vikings, all named Fahrenheit.
as you're getting ready, you notice that one of your Vikings has disappeared.
Which one?
Glum.
Right. Time for the morning head count. Anvi.
Don't count the heads on my sword.
Oh, that would be a mistake.
Yeah, don't count them.
Blue.
Quick
Gloom.
question. Just out of, is there any kind of reaction from the troll arm or anything? Because Bragi still carries that around. That's a prize from a troll he killed.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to sort of serve you up that little bit of.
Yeah, I completely forgot you
negative
had carried
goodness.
that. Yeah. Yeah, when you're getting your stuff ready, you notice that the troll arm isn't in your bag.
Oh, the troll arm was gone as well.
Yeah.
And
then
somebody.
suddenly he says,
Where's Gloom?
and Gloom's gone.
Gloom. We're doing the morning head count.
Where is Gloom?
Is he in the pinch? Someone check the pinch.
Oh, don't be in
And
there. It's awful.
My troll arm is missing.
What?
Glum must have stolen my troll arm and run off.
He took it.
We're sailing.
He's trying to take.
Well, you stopped on for the night.
No.
We are on a boat.
We are always on a boat.
No matter what.
Why would he take your troll arm?
I don't know. Perhaps he's jealous because I can show everyone the mighty battle that I've been in.
That doesn't sound like Glum. He's always been very level-headed.
Seems very.
Well, why don't you guys all give me spot hidden rolls, see if you can find any clues.
Ooh,
Wow.
4, which
A
is
4.
an extreme success
Yeah.
for spot hidden.
Yeah,
I got an 88 over my 41. Let me clean my sword and get this head off. And
you know the
this head.
sun is somewhere there.
Yes.
Or maybe there.
I'm not sure, really.
What'd you get?
I am too distraught thinking about someone
Okay.
who has stolen my trophy.
I got a 25, which is a success for me, despite only having one eye.
Okay.
Wow,
So you guys are kind of looking around, and you go outside of the camp, and there's these reeds not far from the boat, and you see what looks to be like boots, and someone floating face down in the water.
Is that him?
Do I notice anything additional about the body other than?
Well, I mean, it's floating upside down. That's the only thing. Like face first,
Face down.
I'll
face down.
as I approach it, do I see any sort of danger in the water that I'm like, oh, something grabbed him and pulled him into the water, or is he like tangled in reeds, or like?
He's kind of
something
tangled
like
in
that?
reeds, yeah.
All right.
Tangled
Looks like as he was trying
Got
to
it.
flee with your troll arm, he entangled himself in
do you
these
go and tell them?
weeds. Because he and I found it.
Yeah, does he have the troll arm?
Do I see the troll arm?
Do you want to flip him over?
Yeah, I'll take my sword and sort of with the flat end. Sort
See the caution?
Flip
I
him
like the
over.
caution.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
That's not something Bragi would do.
Yeah, not at all.
Let's lick him. It's the only way to be sure.
So the troll arm is around his throat.
Oh.
And when you flip him over, he's completely dead. And the troll arm lets go and starts to skitter towards you.
I stomp it.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Nope. You want to push it?
Yeah.
Tries joining nuts.
50?
50.
What's your brawl?
My brawl.
58.
I made it.
All right.
I technically made it.
That's the best kind of make.
Yeah.
So it's going to try to dodge. I'll have to roll really well. And I
18.
do.
Oh.
18.
Stomp it! Kill it!
Why? No, it's running.
So it like dodges and jumps up and grabs you by the throat.
Oh.
Like comes up and
Skitters
up.
my body.
And it starts to try to connect the part that is, on the end into your like stomach.
Oh.
So it's like coming down and trying to
Someone
connect.
help! The troll arm is attacking.
Taken off my
If you had your furs on, you'd be fine.
I want to try and pull it off while I wait for them to.
You found it? You found it?
Wait. First, we got to hear if you hear the screams from these guys. She can't scream, only he can.
So
And
wait,
his lungs
it has
are
its
impaired.
hand around my neck.
Yeah.
And then its arms coming out.
Its
like
arms trying to
but the
connect into
stump
your
is trying
stomach.
to connect
Your stump,
onto-
yeah.
Okay.
Like if I was doing this,
You
but
know,
my
like
arm
you
was
like you
yeah,
do,
bending,
like you do.
Like one does.
Yeah, like one does.
Roll to listen?
But it like
Yes.
bends in weird places.
Barrett and Ben's in weird
I got a
places.
79 over my 35.
Still trying to find the sun, huh?
It's over here, I think.
I can't believe that he would have run off with my troll arm.
I'm trying to pull it off.
This is
Give me a strength roll.
That is quite weird.
I thought Glum would be the one person I could trust.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he
push it.
was very
All right, go for it.
trustworthy.
So I rolled an 86 for my strength roll. Go shit. That's a 73 over my 60.
Okay, the
And I pushed
stump.
it.
Push. I'm gonna push, right?
Give it a sedative.
The stump stops trying to get into her stomach and it attaches to your face.
The stump has attached to his
Yes,
face.
the end. So now it's like here to there.
And
Yeah.
attached to me. Okay. Okay.
Welcome to Cthulhu.
So we're screeching now.
I am.
I am.
I'm going to, yeah, so with whatever strength I feel like I can muster.
You want to try to hit it?
I want to pick him up so that,
That's not hard.
okay, yeah, I figured. I'm probably
Normal-sized
pretty
person.
beefy. Pick him up and just start walking towards where they are.
Do any of the other crew people?
Well, give me a luck roll because you guys are making some noise.
16.
Okay, so suddenly you hear one of the other pick a name say, "Hey, there's something going down by the
Healed.
By the way, cross Glum off that.
yes,
He's dead.
glum,
Hopefully.
glum." So, you guys, one of them finally says, "Hey, there's something going on."
Oh. What is that? Is that
Oh, by the way, can I get sand rolls for both of you?
Yeah, because this is horrifying.
Yeah.
Let's see.
38. You're
38.
okay.
I rolled my Sam.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah, we're.
So you just take 1
Technically,
point.
You made it.
It's another day.
You guys take 1 point.
1 point. Dumb.
Now, Gramia, you start.
I'm at 49 Sam.
1 point.
You start. Let's see.
You have to shout out to Dom what your current sanity is.
I'm also at 49, Sam.
We're both at 49 Sam. Dom.
49, Dom.
He likes it.
49.
You take 1 hit point,
I take. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
and
Dumb.
you take 2.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm at 11 hit points now. Were you gonna do a thing? Don't do a thing.
I'm at 9 hit points now.
Ooh.
So as you guys run down, you see that your hand has attached the hand part around it,
Strangling.
and the end of the stump is attached to his face.
And I'm just carrying
He's trying to.
running
She's trying to
toward
like
you as well I can.
I want to come over with my sword and just try and cut.
cut between the two.
Yeah.
Don't.
Don't
Go ahead.
don't cleave all the way down.
Don't critically fail this one.
And I'll try to let go and move my hands.
I got a 4.
Wow.
I was like, oh!
Yes.
All right, so you slice between the two.
I do like a really
No!
You do a flip.
yeah, because I got a 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some
Oh yeah.
really
She,
cool, like,
Gotta build up
I
momentum.
spin around and then come in and it's like real precise.
Yes.
Right in the elbow joint,
Yes.
just bones it.
And it's like a clean cut. Like
Okay.
just-
Does it like 300 like slow down?
so
and then
when
sit
she
back
does
up?
this, you're finally able
Yeah.
to take the hand off,
Peel the
and
finger.
you like peel this horrible.
It looks
Did-
like
did
Magnus's
it
glue.
splorch out like
Yeah, it
facehugger
splurts
style?
out and yeah,
What?
alien grabber face thing.
How could your troll
It's
arm-
never done that before.
That I would certainly hope that it has not.
That wasn't in
I
there.
knew this was a trophy to behold and display to all.
Gloom also is dead.
Oh, well.
Yours serves him right for stealing the arm.
Well, I
I
believe
don't think he probably stole it.
it looked like it choked him to death.
I think he ran frantically and
Because it
tangled
knows who it
himself
belongs
in the
to,
reed.
and I'll take the now forearm and hand
No,
part.
Froggy, let's
Do you
not
have
keep
the
that.
book with you,
Um,
honestly, or did you leave it next to your bedroll?
let me see. I resisted reopening it, and I think I would have put it in whatever satchel, because out of sight, out of mind.
Another Viking expression that we coined.
Yeah.
It is known.
If
That's also
I
Vikings.
Yeah.
It's if you want to make a
my
roll.
luck, if I make my luck, I had already packed it up with me, and so it's on my back. And if not, then it's back with my bed.
Okay.
38. I made my luck, so I have it with me.
Okay. Cool. All right.
We shouldn't keep this, Froggy. It at any point could attack one of us again.
I must agree with Grimur on this one.
But it's a trophy. It shows my prowess in battle. Remember the troll?
Remember Glum?
Yes, if it kills us.
Or Gloom? However, how do you say his
You
name?
can say it both ways.
It's both. Yeah, I never knew, and now we can't ask him.
It's like Anna and Anna. Those are the same name.
Right.
Do we
Sometimes
know
have bananas
that?
and
Do we know
banana.
that he didn't try and steal it?
No, we don't
I know
know.
he's jealous of the story.
We do know that it killed him, though, and then it tried to kill
It
us.
very much tried to kill both of us at the same time.
But you're not dead. You're alive.
Only thanks to her.
You know why this happened? It's that book.
Who says that?
Take a guess.
No, actually,
I know it's weird for me on Freud. But he didn't use the on Freud voice.
I did. It's the book, sir. It's causing all these problems.
That's ridiculous.
Did you have the book next to
it's-
your arm?
It's
in
just
your satchel?
It's just a book.
How could a book cause an arm to behave that way?
This was a very strange occurrence. I do.
I know
believe that
trolls
there
are
may
difficult
be
to
something
kill,
to
and
this
they're
book.
and
The book is
sometimes-
wicked. You should destroy it now.
The book is what is getting us where we need to go
We
on
do.
Freud,
Why do we need to go there?
so that we can reclaim the power that we need to take back our
And
town.
cure
And
Magnus.
cure Magnus. Magnus, lift up your shirt and show
Oh,
Onfroy
no.
what the situation
don't.
is.
Oh no, God, Magnus! Oh God!
That's
He has
horrifying.
basically a big, from here to
A
here,
gill
a
slit,
big
he
gill.
said.
And when
Yeah.
it
It's
flaps
just one
open,
big
you
gill.
can just see his intestines.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of gross.
So, yeah, go ahead and lower that. That's what we're dealing with, Onfroy. So, cram it.
Ceramic clowny. All right, so
Broggy,
Fu-
if you insist on keeping the arm, perhaps we should separate the book and the arm. And I should be steward of the book, and you should be steward of the arm. And if we keep them separate, perhaps no one will get murdered.
Or-
of course you want it back.
I could carry the book.
Or
and
the
it's
arm.
separate. And
Or give beer to the arm, and then you keep the book.
are you trying to get me killed, Grimur?
I'll take the arm.
If it was the arm that was the motivation, why didn't it kill me? I would have been right there.
I don't know. We just found he was dead, and then the arm tried. All we can tell you is what happened.
I'm so tired of everyone arguing.
You filled a man's.
Stop arguing.
You filled a man's lungs with
I
seawater.
want to live with Dad.
Twice.
Was there something in the book that would reanimate a dead arm?
I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
Do you want to study the book to see if there's dead arm
Of
reanimation?
course I do.
So go ahead.
Is the arm continuing to twitch, or is it gone? Into
No, it's inert at this point.
Was the arm next to the
Here-
book?
If you wish to hold the arm in trust, the way I hold the book for you, I will consent to this.
If it
I mean,
reanimates, it would kill him.
I don't really, but I said that kind of in the heat of the moment.
You did offer.
I did, but I didn't think anyone
It would be rude to then take
Well, I
back
mean,
your
you
offer.
could hold it.
I don't want it.
Was
That thing is awful.
It's a terrible thing. That's I keep telling people, but they're not listening.
If it has no lungs, you cannot fill it with seawater like you did that Jarl.
I know.
It attacks you.
I've had many a hand wrapped around my throat, and that was the strongest grip I have ever experienced.
and you, sir, are no troll hand.
Maybe I should take it. If someone has to take it, then it's
Turning
you,
into
Broggy.
a thing of Archer.
Well, then why don't I see if there's anything in the book about reanimating things like this? May I? Broggy?
So
like
wait
in the
now. You've had this over, like you want to hold
know.
on to the book.
Just hand it over and
I don't think the knowledge of reanimating a hand is something that anyone needs. It certainly won't help Magnus.
well, we don't want
he
or
has
need it.
he has both of his arms.
I just want
Magnus, sit down.
Just truly horrifying, the sound that thing makes.
It's gross. Yes. I just want to see if it's something that is in the book, and then we can understand if maybe it was keeping the things together that caused this. Broggy.
If
Like in the deal.
if
Like in the deal. I said your words. Sorta.
if you're insisting that I get rid of my trophy, then fine, I will get rid of my trophy.
How do you
I'll-
get rid of it?
Throw it to the sea. Let's burn it as a
burn
tribute to the gods.
There you go.
Yes, it will make a fine gift to.
We've clearly
Hod.
ventured out of the gods' view. We should redraw their attention to our quest.
And maybe give Glum a proper burial
Yes.
Of course, of course.
at sea, as is our custom.
Well, we'll have to do that when we're out of the river and back onto the sea. We'll
Right.
wrap his body and place it on the
Yes.
ship. I'm sure that won't go wrong.
It's going to be great.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll put him in the pinch.
Put it in the pitch.
Well,
Magnus.
when you're in a pinch, just put them in the pinch.
You didn't know where you were going with that.
I did. It just was very strange to say.
Fine, then we'll wrap up Glum's body to give him a proper burial, and we'll burn the hand
Okay.
and the arm.
I think we can all agree that this is a good compromise.
I think so. We're communicating.
We are. We're doing really good.
We're working as a team.
Shut up on Freud! You are not a part of this.
Sorry.
All right. Let's do those things that we talked about.
So as the funeral pyre, as the offering pyre
There's
is
this-
being set up,
Okay.
Broggy is reciting the story of the journey and the battle, and how it nearly killed us, but we were victorious, and able to bring it back, and just trying to make sure that it lives on in everyone's memory. Because this is really important to Broggy. This is like a huge thing that he really wanted to mount.
Do you have
in his
any,
long-
like,
oratory?
yes, can you give me your oratory?
Well, yeah.
That is definitely a hard success, not quite an extreme.
Okay, so yeah, no problem at all. You say your prayers and your stories and everything else, but for some reason the troll arm's not burning. It
Gods
just
are not pleased with this tribute.
This has taken way longer
and there's
than
this
it should.
noxious fume that starts to waft off the.
Oh gosh,
Is
that's
this
awful.
normal for troll flesh?
I don't know,
It's
to be
the
honest.
first troll I've ever slain. I don't know.
Yeah, it shouldn't for a troll. It should burn quite easily
This
from what
doesn't
you've read.
seem right.
It's making your eyes water and your eye water.
So it's not
I only have one.
burning, but it is letting off a.
It's letting off some kind of smell.
Is it changing at all? I mean, is it darkening? Is it
Roasting.
contracting or anything?
No,
Is
it
like, as far
seems
as
to
we can
not.
tell,
It
it's
doesn't
not-
seem to be changing at all.
Does it
Does
look
it-
delicious?
Make a roll.
Does it smell
I don't know.
similarly to like
I'm
when
kidding.
when we like hack
Sure,
up
fucker. Go ahead.
when we like hack up the like tentacle creatures and stuff like that? You know, like blood has a smell. Does their
it
blood
doesn't-
smell similar to what this burning
It's
is
just
smelling
it's
like?
this really like without knowing burnt rubber, it kind of smells like burnt rubber. That kind of like real
that
intense.
real
So not something
noxious,
we
gross,
know.
yeah.
Like some yeah.
Vikings invented the smell of burnt rubber.
We
Yes.
invented the
we-
phrase "let's burn rubber."
Yes.
Yeah.
But we were talking about troll.
But like a chemical, like a
We
horrible.
invented it during a very good year.
Oh, boo. Take 5 hit points.
Oh, once again!
Can I make a natural world check?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's
see-
probably a good idea. I should do that too.
Why? Okay.
Maybe not.
No.
Birds. They're here.
It's that one bird.
I wonder if this is natural. I don't know.
Made it. Success. For
Success.
Natural world. I mean, I already know it's not of the natural world, but
You notice that it seems obviously not, but you also notice that it seems to it's trying to get closer to itself, and it's also getting bigger. Like there seems to be something growing out of the socket where it was ripped off. There seems to be some kind of bone or something growing out. So it's like it's
like the
becoming
fire's
bigger.
feeding it.
Yeah.
Broggy?
Maybe we should drown it instead.
Yeah, we should take it out of the fire. Let's do that. Flip it out of the fire.
It's clear
Stab
this
it
isn't
with
right.
sword.
Everybody give me
bucket of
I need
water.
a hard roll against your con.
Hard roll
okay.
against our con.
Jeez.
No.
Okay.
Got a
69 again.
69 over.
Do you want to push your roll?
What would
Me?
be a
Does anybody want to push their roll?
I don't.
That's
no.
a fail on my base con. That's certainly a fail on my hard con.
You
which
can
is
make it
less
in.
than
I made mine.
Aren't you fancy pants?
I got a 24.
Look at me. I got 24.
Does anyone who failed wants to use their push?
First, can you tell us what the consequences of
No.
failure are, and then we'll
And
decide?
then we'll be like,
No, why
I
is
don't
that?
think
That's
I
not
like
fun for
that.
me.
Okay.
I wanna
You know what?
if
I feel
like
like
it or
this is
not.
Broggy's story, so yeah. I'm
This
gonna
is
do it if
Broggy-
no one- if
Broggy's
no one-
story.
It's his arm.
Michelle
And when
is
I fail and we
subversive.
get really sick, then, or something, we'll find out what happens.
Yeah, we will.
I'm
That way
just,
we'll
I'm
know.
just a temporary player anyway. Oh yeah, failed that.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're doing great.
Does anyone else want to push or
No.
just?
Everybody just walks
I
up
kn-
to it and just
No.
inhales real.
I knew it was a bad idea, but I feel like, you know.
All right, so
know
you
what
guys get kind of close, and you get so sick from the smell that you kind of fall back, and you can't get too close.
Oh, damn it.
But he falls forward into the fire.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Broggy, get out of the fire!
Well,
And
I
the-
brought my book, so I'll just start rolling up.
And the hand starts to grab onto him and try to pull at him to add to its mass. Now, you are not affected by the fire. What do you want to do?
I want to read Greek at it.
Do you want to try to?
Recite prose.
Do you want to try to pull him out?
Yeah, I want to try and pull him
Give
out
me
of the
a
fire.
strength roll.
Okay.
Bore it to sleep with Greek.
Oh, look at your feet. God damn it.
Do you want to push it?
I do want to push that to pull him out of the fire.
Okay.
Go! Oh, no! I made it worse.
You fatigued
Now I'm in the
yourself.
fire.
Are we going in the fire now? I'll get in the fire.
Make sure you dance.
All right, so you fall in, and
Froggy, no!
Whoa, what? Whoa!
okay, you take 6 points
Holy
of fire.
mackerel.
What happened to me? I got sick.
You got
Yeah,
sick.
we're just like kind of coughing and hacking.
Dom, I'm at 6 hit points now.
And you fall forward, and it lets go of him as soon as you get close, and
Oh, thank goodness.
starts to grab onto you
Oh, no, the opposite!
because you have a lot more connection to the book.
You can see this,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want
I'll
to go.
stab one half if you stab
So you
the
guys
other
can go
half.
in, but you're gonna take damage.
Well, I just want to try to grab their legs and pull them
Oh, yeah,
out.
that's
And
Okay.
if you stab,
Yeah.
I'll grab.
So
the old stab.
stab and grab.
yeah.
So go ahead and give me a stab roll.
Common Viking.
Would that just be my?
That just be your sword.
That's where our town got
Okay.
its name.
33.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So you were able to stab it with no problem.
So I use.
You're rolling against your strength.
Oh well. 81 under my 90.
Yeah.
The old stab it and grab
I'm
it.
just
Yeah.
like.
So the hand is coming towards you, and you guys get pulled out.
No!
You also take fire damage as well.
The fingers are like.
You take 5 points.
Dom,
Yeah.
I'm at 6 hit points.
Why?
Because he's not doing good.
Because he was in a fire.
Because we have made bad choices.
Or more bad rolls and bad choices.
Yeah.
So this thing is still growing in this fire.
We should leave.
If you leave it there, it's going to create a whole new troll.
Didn't we stab it?
You stabbed it. It didn't really. seem
Can
to
we
do-
like stab it and
But
then
I mean,
pull
like,
out
it's like
You want to pull it out?
shish kebabbed on my sword now.
Sure.
I'm, like,
I want to
gonna-
grab a
I'll give you that.
Can I grab water?
Sure.
Like a bucket of water? And I'm going to throw it on the... you know what? I'm sorry. I have to roll and see if Broggy's smart enough to think of this. Sorry, guys.
That's
I
okay.
want to just yell in pain.
Okay.
roll to yell in pain.
I am smart
Sir,
enough.
can I
am
get you some-
fucking smart enough. I was an extreme
Can
success.
I help you?
Nice.
Sir, you're not being able to say anything tells me you need my help. Let me bandage your wounds.
Anyways, Broggy figured out that he's
Yeah,
going to
he's
do
super
that.
Okay.
smart.
I rolled an 8, which is an extreme success for me on intelligence. So this like
Okay, so
very
yeah,
rarely happens.
whatever idea you have, what do you want
Okay.
to do?
I'm gonna
Does it
grab a bucket of water
Yeah.
and put out the fire.
Okay, so you put out the fire, and
And it's
the
like stabbed into the ground.
yeah, you've got it stopped. It doesn't seem to be growing now that the fire's gone. What do you want to do with this thing?
Hack it to little pieces.
It wasn't active when I found it in the water, right?
Right, no, it was just hooked around.
It doesn't seem to grow in the water.
Yep.
Perhaps we put it in a bucket?
Maybe. Yep.
Yes.
Perhaps we should just throw it into the river or the sea.
Maybe.
As
As tribute.
amazing as I would love to have this in my hall.
Why would you want this?
It's an impressive trophy.
It's the arm of a troll. How do you
trying
not
to
want
murder
this?
everyone?
Only today.
Yeah, I've had this.
Tomorrow's a new
I've had it
day.
for weeks, and it's never attacked anyone before.
It's true. This is quite strange.
But
You only did it once you took the book.
but it is dangerous. So perhaps we should leave it either here or
Yeah.
bury it.
Whatever. Get rid of it. We can't keep that.
Yes, we should throw it in the water.
Throw it in the river.
Throw it in the river.
Okay, so you're gonna throw it in the river?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because when
So-
you throw trash in rivers, it just goes away.
it's yeah.
And we never saw it again.
Okay, so this is actually a good place to stop because we're
All right.
splash. We're done.
Next week on Black Bag.
Well, that was easy.
First of all, thanks everybody for watching. I had a really fun time. Thank you guys. It was cool. Huh?
Screen name. It's like the screen name.
So does anybody have anything going on they want to talk about real quick before we sign off? Anything going on? Anything cool?
No.
On Monday night,
Oh.
On Monday night, David Crennan will be running a Kickstarter. Or can we say what game he's going to be running? Is that cool?
He was talking about it yesterday.
He was talking about it yesterday. Okay, yeah, he's going to be running the Yellow King role-playing game,
Ooh.
which is and that Kickstarter has not concluded yet, right?
No, it's doing really well.
Just started.
Yeah. So he's going to be running that with a group of people. So that should be fun. If you like the kind of things that we do on Black Bag, you'll probably enjoy tuning in to watch David Crennan run some people through the
Yes.
King RPG.
So this is based off of the King in Yellow from
Yeah.
the Cthulhu mythos?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So that's happening on Monday night at 8 o'clock for RPGES. David Crennan,
How fun.
America's GM.
He's great.
Which is great because it's right before the 4th of July. America's GM is running it.
It's fitting.
It is fitting. It
And
really is.
we don't have anything going on Tuesday, correct?
No,
No.
we
Yeah.
do not. Even I
'Cause
believe Disorganized Play.
Trying to
is
get
off
to the
Sunday.
studio on that night in this neighborhood, we might
Might
blow
be
up.
a little, yeah.
Might blow up
Might be a
because of
little
all the
explodey.
fireworks that will be going on.
Not because of landmines, because there are none of those in this neighborhood.
None.
More.
That's
Is there a couples therapy on Monday?
No, due to technical difficulties, there will not be a couples therapy on Monday.
that's too bad.
Couples therapy here.
Ooh.
I mean,
I don't know. Stay tuned.
is the thing. Stay tuned for
Stay
couples-
tuned for,
It's
potential
not
couples
going to
therapy.
happen.
for whispered
On
off-screen things. But I think that's all that's
Okay,
going
good, cool. So thanks a lot for joining us. We had a great time. I hope you enjoyed watching. We will be back in a week. Check out Plate Mail Games for sound effects and different RPG stuff, and it's all on Drive-Thru RPG. You just have to look up Plate Mail Games.
Is the Magnus Gill sound available for sale yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
so soon.
When it is, you have to let everyone know.
No.
So follow Plate Mail Games on Twitter so you can know, or sign up for the newsletter.
Yes.
So you know when the Magnus Gill sound is
It's
released
gonna
officially.
happen.
It was previewed last week on Black Bag.
and
but
it was pretty horrible.
It's gross.
So check it out. Right now, our bundles are 60% off. So definitely, if you want to add any audio to your games, all you need is iTunes and some of the tracks, and you're ready to go. So thank you very much for watching. We will see you very soon in one show or another, and have a great weekend. All right. Bye.